Stewart Media and Entertainment presents the Two Live Stews Experience. This right here, this ain't your ordinary-ish.
Two Live Stews Experience, Ryan Stewart, Doug Stewart. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Yes, we are back. What up to the Qs?
Do not let anyone confuse you. The Two Live Stews started this shit. The Two Live Stews Experience, shouty. If you're not stewing, what the hell are you doing?
Good morning, world. Good morning, world. Good morning, world.
Mm-hmm.
It's your boys, the Two Live Stews, Doug Stewart, Ron Stewart, the makeup of Two Live Stews, and this is your Experience. Look at the bros. We did it. We did it. Look at the bros.
We did it.
We did it. Look at the bros.
We did it.
Good job, Jalen.
Like we was out there throwing passes. We did it.
Damn right. Damn right we did it. I'm very excited, man. Good morning to you. Good morning to Truck D. Good morning to Griff. Good morning to Creole Indian Eagle. Good morning to Mocha Bella. Good morning, y'all. And good morning to you, Dougie Stew. How you feeling today, sir?
I'm fantastic, man. You do know you look like a ghost.
Okay, I'll fix that. And
Okay.
before we go any further, we got to thank God every minute of every day. I'm sorry, I didn't realize I looked like a ghost.
Or a facsimile of a ghost.
I should be able to fix that.
Yeah, we did it. We did it.
We did it. Oh my God, that's even worse. I'm sorry, y'all.
Something's going on with your green screen.
I don't know how this happened.
Yeah, I don't. We're gonna have to do the ghost segment.
That should be better. Nope. Keep up. Go ahead, Doug. You keep on going. Give me 1 second. You don't hold the show up because of my shenanigans. I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, if I assume that you were gonna get to talking about the events of last night, the Super Bowl 2025, man. The Kansas City Chiefs get their ass whooped by the Philadelphia Eagles, 40-22.
I didn't see it happening like that, sir. I gave credit where credit was due. The champs are the champs for a reason. I wasn't going to disrespect Andy Reid. I wasn't going to disrespect Pat Mahomes. I didn't bet against them until 5 minutes into the game up with a live bet. But I just did not see that happening, sir.
Yeah, I saw it all day. I saw it coming.
You did. Yeah, you was on. You did the microwave show, as a matter of fact, and you told them they get beat by 10 points or more.
Yeah. Now I didn't think it was be a blowout and really the final score 40-22 is not indicative of the ass cutting they took. The Chiefs took last night.
No.
The last 2 touchdowns were basically because of prevent defenses or whatever. They got pushed around all night.
All night.
They got pushed. The Chiefs got pushed around all night, particularly on the offensive and defensive lines. I mean, it wasn't even competitive in them trenches, sir.
I wanted us, Omega Sci-Fi, to get the MVP award, and we did. Okay, but I really thought the Philadelphia Eagles defensive line would have been awarded the entire MVP award because they mauled Kansas City's offense all night long.
Yeah, Jalen Hurts is a bruh, is an Omega, is a brother of Omega Sci-Fi Fraternity Incorporated, and we won the Super Bowl last night.
Damn right. Damn right.
Yeah. What are your thoughts, man? So much to get into. We're gonna get into a ton of stuff. We're gonna talk Super Bowl. Lamar gets screwed. Eli gets snubbed. Sterling Sharpin. Where's Bo Jackson? Top 5. Last 48. Chat. We're gonna do a bunch of chat. There's no Arlie report today. Arlie's still, tending to her people. So we got a ton of stuff to get into. I got to tell you about the Lunch and Learn at noon today. We just got a lot of stuff we got to get into.
Ollie will be back, man. And if she's not back by this time, this Thursday, I got somebody to replace her ass. Don't worry about it. We'll move on. I'm just joking, man. I'm just joking.
That's very insensitive. You know why she's not.
What kind of shit is that?
I'm very excited about you. I'm very excited about the Lunch and Learn thing you're going to be doing, man.
Yes.
Sir, there's a lot of people that don't have insurance, and it's very, very important.
Yeah,
very important.
at noon, lunch and learn right here at 2livestewsyoutube.com. Gonna be talking to the people about life insurance. And the way I do lunch and learns, I do these all the time, but this is the first time they've done it on this platform. The way I do it is I tell you about the differences between term and whole life. And then I get, some intricacies about those. And then I answer questions. So if you have any questions about life insurance, and I literally, without a script, know everything there is to know about this subject. Trust me.
Can we talk about this picture after the lunch and learn is over?
What's wrong with the picture?
You've only been doing it for how many years now, man?
I started in 2018, so 7 years now.
You're well versed, and you put the time in, and you've done the studying, and you've passed the test to be considered an expert.
A lot of tests, not just one test. A lot of tests. Tree, wait a minute. What's the problem with the picture? That's the picture we took at the photo shoot that day. What's wrong with the picture? That's me.
Look like you're taking back shots.
It's kind of giving. I just felt it was a little pimpish. Like, I don't know. When I first saw the first round that you did,
don't do it, Doug. Don't fall for it, Doug. Don't fall for it.
Felt like you were saying something else, not necessarily insurance.
She's just negative.
But
Nancy.
what do I know?
Negative Nancy. That's all.
Thanks, Tree.
Yep. We're like crabs in a bucket. We can't help pull each other down. We're trying to get out of the bucket. We can't help it.
Anyway, today at 12 noon Eastern time, right here, lunch and learn about life insurance. All right.
I thought she was saying that you looked like you were taking back shots or something, but clearly that's not what she was saying.
What do you mean back shots?
No, we don't have to get into that. No. Listen, this is too big of a day. No,
this is a dating profile picture. This is a dating profile picture. Like, look at your energy is
this is too big of a day. It's too big of a day for us to do this. We got too much really important stuff to talk about, like how Jalen Hurts threw the ball around the yard, like how they did tush pushes, like how the bros. We got too much to do today, guys. Please, let's stay focused, please.
Jalen Hurts last night passing 17 for 22, very efficient. 221 yards, 2 touchdown passes. He had another 72 yards rushing. Oh, yeah. Jalen Hurts is I consider him the first official dual threat quarterback to win a Super Bowl. Do you agree with that assessment or not?
Doug.
Go ahead.
Do this.
Do you agree or disagree?
Doug, Patrick Mahomes is dual threat, and he's been drafted in the race draft.
And
not only Patrick Mahomes, Doug. Okay. Russell Wilson also is a dual threat who ran the ball. Plays were called for him to run the ball. So
no, there were no plays called for Russell Wilson to run the ball. That's not true. Okay, we're not. I don't want to get bogged down in this.
Right. I don't know why.
I don't want to get bogged down in this. Huh?
I don't even know why you.
Okay. I don't want to get bogged down in this. But Patrick Mahomes is not a dual threat quarterback. I don't consider him a dual threat quarterback. Okay. Right. Russell Wilson, I definitely don't consider a dual threat quarterback. Was Russell Wilson mobile when he first got into the league? He was very mobile. Is Patrick Mahomes, can he tuck it and run? Yes, he's very mobile, but they are not in the definition of dual threat quarterbacks. We have our first one, in my opinion. I believe that the floodgates are now open.
Patrick Mahomes average.
Those guys that had that style of play, the floodgates are open, sir.
Patrick Mahomes averaged 6.2 yards yesterday per carry on 4 carries. He ran for 25 yards. And, of course, Jalen Hurts ran for a significant amount more, 72 yards on 11 carries, but it was a 6.5 yard average. Sir, Mahomes has used his legs to advance his team and that ball his entire freaking career. And that's one of the reasons why the statue quarterback is out. That's one of the reasons why Jalen Hurts is of the world's there. He does what Lamar and Jalen and all those guys do. But if you want Jalen, if you want the bros to be the first ones to do it, sure, whatever you say.
Great. The great Naughty Dread joins us. Naughty, what's up? What's your thoughts?
I just pulled up Russell Wilson just to, do some research on him. And one thing it says, he won Super Bowl championship. Super Bowl, what's that? 53.
Was that 19?
He is regarded as one of the greatest dual threat quarterbacks of all time.
I don't know why he's doing this.
I'm just saying Doug is the only person who doesn't regard him as a dual threat quarterback. So whatever Doug says goes. I guess.
No, you're right. You're right. I apologize.
That's my opinion. I never thought of Russell Wilson as a dual threat quarterback.
Well, I disagree with I disagree with the point you made about our frat brother Rubra. Congratulations, the MVP. I disagree with him being the first dual threat quarterback.
Okay, all right.
I think it's ridiculous, actually. But with so much to talk about and so many things to get into, for you to want to take 10 to 15 minutes to do that, I probably should just be quiet.
I made a quick mention of it. I never ever consider Russell Wilson a dual threat quarterback.
Okay.
Russell Wilson, matter of fact, was the prototypical drop back pass, pocket passing quarterback. Absolutely.
You're on drugs, man. You're on drugs.
So we got that to get into. We got top 5, last 48. We got a lot of stuff to get into.
Hey, well, real quick, man, before we get into the nuts and the bolts, and you all listening to the Two Last Dudes, Dougster Ryan's Store, Two Last Dudes experience, how was your Super Bowl party or event or whatever you did to watch the game?
Yeah, shouts out to the bros. Yeah, shouts out to the bros. Sean Nelson, he has one of the best Super Bowl parties every year. Lots of food, lots of alcohol, lots of lively people. Big ass screen TVs, like he got the real big screen TVs, and it's people playing spades, dominoes. Like that's the type of vibe it is. He got a big screen TV on the deck. He must have rented that one. So shouts out to our boy. That's actually our my line brother Penn Troy's homeboy from Mullen, South Carolina.
Why would he have to rent the screen? Why was that important for you to say? Why do we do that to each other? Again, you and Tree just don't want nobody to get out the bucket today. No. And I think ninjas should be lifted up. We should push the bottoms of them so they can get out the bucket.
No, the reason I said that he must have rented that is because it looks like
you counting his money. He must have rented that.
No, because it's a big ass screen TV, and I don't see much use to having it there day in and day out compared to just one day out of the year.
So now you're saying he's not a good steward of the money he makes. He can't spend his money on what he wants.
I didn't say none of that. You're saying that.
Indirectly, but directly is what you're saying about our people.
Hey, what's your problem this morning?
No, it's you. It ain't me.
Hold on. Have you taken one of them gummies this morning?
I am gummy free. And that's what I was trying to get to about the party. You know, I really enjoyed some tequila last night, and I think I still may have a little wooziness going on because of the tequila. But yeah, I mean,
I think you're drunk. I think you're drunk. I think you got one of them.
This is more crab in the bucket activity. This is where you deflect from what you have done and said and try to put it on me. But it's not going to work today. I mean, clearly. Everyone heard you go from the bro rented his big TV to the bro is not a good story.
That wasn't a shot. That was not a shot.
Whatever, man.
Hey, go ahead. You talk about the Super Bowl. You thought that the Kansas City Chiefs were going to win. I told you explicitly that the Philadelphia Eagles have a much better football team. Damn what happened in the past. Damn all of these records and three-peat and all of that. I told you that the Eagles were a better football team. What are your thoughts?
You did say that you thought the Eagles were a better football team, and I did say that I thought the Eagles would win, but I said I would not bet against Kansas City. We have receipts. We have receipts.
Wait.
We have receipts.
Wait, stop.
And not only do we have receipts,
I'm not gonna let you do this. Hold on.
Not only do we have receipts, but I also have a ticket that shows I won big money taking the Eagles -3. I won big money.
That has nothing to do with your opinion about who you thought would win. Who did you think would win the football game?
Right. I said that I thought Philly would win, and I wanted the Bros to win, but KC, I would not bet against. So I was not going to wager on the game. That's exactly what I said. We've got receipts. Tree can pull them. I don't believe, I mean, as significant as that game was, as huge, all the stuff to talk about, halftime shows, John Batista singing the anthem, another black quarterback getting it done, 2 black quarterbacks playing. We've wasted the morning doing this. I don't believe it.
Actually, 1.5. What do you mean you picked the Eagles to win? You did not pick the Eagles to win.
All right.
You said the Kansas City Chiefs are going to win because Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes.
If I did say that, which I don't think I did, it was CTE. And that's nothing else.
All right, man. All right. Halftime shows.
And that's
we got to get to that. Did we have a designated time to talk about halftime shows? Or
yes. Oh my God. We only talked about that for 15 minutes in the meeting this morning.
Huh?
We only talked about that for 15 minutes during the meeting this morning. And you're saying it's me. It's not me. Yeah, we're going to do that for Ollie's segment because Ollie's going to be here. We're going to do that.
I really want to get into that. I guess that's what's going on, man. I really want to get to that.
Well, we could have done that. You should have said that. That's why we meet.
All I did is tease.
Come in here. Come in here, Tree.
All I did is tease it just now. I don't know why you even, continue to talk about it. And you're watching the Two Live Stews experience. All I did is tease it. You the one now talking about it.
Okay, man. Okay. Huh? Okay.
That was the sophisticated tease. That's all it was.
How many people was at the party last night?
I said maybe 40, 50.
It wasn't one of those sets where it was just all bros, was it?
No.
And there was no women. There were women there?
Yeah.
Is bro married or single? Okay, if you don't want to talk about that, that's fine. I went to a Super Bowl party that.
No, I can't really answer that question. That's all, and I don't want to answer the wrong way, right? Because let's put it like this: I don't know, it's complicated. Okay. That's the best way I can put it.
Yeah, you're making it sound like.
And I know somebody's gonna tell them to watch the show and listen to this commentary. I'm not 100% sure, so I don't want to comment.
So this isn't a partner situation that you're trying to elude, are you?
What do you mean a partner situation?
Okay, never mind. All right. Up next in the doghouse with your boys, the Two Live Stews, Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart, man. I mean, whoa, you did your thing in this first segment, man. You did your thing. You did your thing, man.
We really didn't even talk about the game. You doing all this other side stuff. Look at that. Look at
what is this? What is happening? I need y'all to go into break and we need a reset physically and emotionally. And let's do the motherfucking Two Live Stews experience. Thank you.
I feel like every time she does something like that, I feel like I'm in the second grade.
Lamar Jackson gets screwed, man. We'll talk about it up next. And then there's a snubbing that took place when it comes to the Hall of Fame. We'll talk about those honors as well. Y'all keep it locked to your boys.
I feel like I have to sit in my chair like this.
I think it needed to be done this morning. I think it needed to be done.
And I actually like this picture. Shit.
That was another part of the problem.
It makes this picture makes me look sophisticated, man. I don't know what the hell y'all talking about.
It just
I mean,
to go from that this to this is shocking.
This can't pay for a photo shoot, picks a sophisticated picture to put up there, and it gets mocked.
Yeah, y'all mocking my sophisticated look. Damn, y'all.
Go to break.
All right.
Whatever. That's some damn haters.
Imagine feeling invigorated and focused, not by artificial substances, but by natural pre-workout supplements. This isn't just a thought, but a reality many athletes and fitness enthusiasts are embracing. They hold the key to elevated performance without the commonly associated side effects of synthetic products. However, overlooking the potential of these supplements means missing out on that all-natural energy boost and focus. It means accepting unnecessary crashes post-workout. It's a pain point that no fitness enthusiast should grapple with, especially when there's a healthier alternative. At Lion Roar Herbs, we produce a vegan all-natural pre-workout that is proven to increase performance and boost every workout. Visit us at lionroarherbs.com to learn more and look for natural performance energy. That's in PE. We are sure you will feel the difference.
It's your boys, the Two Live Stews, Dustin and Ryan Stewart, making up those Two Live Stews, and this is your Two Live Stews experience. Love our listeners, man. The chat room's on fire right now. Okay, Mike says, Doug's picture look like he'll snitch.
What?
Sinister. Thank you, Uncle Mike. It looks sinister.
Y'all totally miscategorizing this photo, man. This is a professional, cinematic, movie style director pose. I think that's what the photographer was trying to get. Serious sophistication.
Right. Doug's photo shoot for a Tubi movie.
Hey, by the way, I am a Tubi fan. I think Tubi.
So am I.
I think Tubi is the best bet going on streaming TV.
So do I.
Like they have every black interest movie, TV show. I just started watching this past weekend, Scandal, with Kerry Washington. I know I'm very late. What was that?
Very late, but it's
20 years ago.
You're never too late, thanks to streaming services, sir.
But that's on Tubi.
You're going to enjoy Scandal. It's a great series.
Yeah, the first episode was fire. I liked it. I think I'm gonna continue to watch it. But it's on Tubi.
We're watching one.
People be hating on Tubi, huh?
We're watching a show called Younger right now. I'm not sure if it's on Tubi or not, but it's a very, very good show.
Tubi got a bad reputation, but it's not bad. I don't know why they have a bad reputation. If you want to see blaxploitation films from the 70s, all of the black movies from the last 30 years, specials, TV shows, I don't have a problem with it. I love Tubi.
Doug said the only emotional person here is Doug. Never seen such an emotional dark-skinned dude.
Wait, what are you saying? Light-skinned dudes are emotional?
Yeah, man. That's right. Yeah, dark-skinned brothers don't have an emotional side.
Well, anyway, I am very emotional.
Say.
I am very emotional in that photo. You don't like it, whatever.
Sir,
good money for them photos. I had to get different ranges.
No, yeah, use them. Yeah, use them for sure, man. This Lamar Jackson thing bothered me all weekend. I'm glad Jalen Hurts won and got the MVP.
It should bother you.
It bothered me all weekend, man. And
now, you did call it. You did call it, which in a million years I didn't think dude would not win the MVP, but you called it.
I'm not bringing this up to make it an I told y'all so situation, even though I did. It's just unjust. This weekend we had several conversations that were being held talking about, and you and I are about to have another one here in a little while, talking about what determines if you're a Hall of Famer or not. What determines if you're first ballot or not? What determines if you're an MVP or not? And the Hall of Fame is freaking beast. The MVP award is for the freaking beast. If you look back at everybody that played in the National Football League last year and say, man, who was the dog of all the dogs? It comes down to Lamar Jackson or Saquon Barkley, not Josh Allen.
Yeah.
It just doesn't.
Yeah.
And as a Josh Allen hater, he had a great year, and it was an MVP type of year, but he didn't win that award.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I actually did a video about voter fatigue.
Oh my gosh.
About 2 months ago, because I saw it coming. Because there was no rational reason. And here's the big thing that people are missing about this debate. You can arguably make the point that Lamar Jackson didn't have a good year. He had the best year for a quarterback ever.
Statistically.
He had statistically the best year for a quarterback, arguably ever. Not just a very good year. 40 plus touchdowns and 3 interceptions. None of the interceptions were his fault. Arguably, in the regular season, he had one of the best 1 or 2 seasons for a quarterback ever.
The problem with that is that everyone has a different perspective, Doug. That's why, arguably, you will be arguing with a lot of people about that stern statement, best season ever.
The point I'm trying to make is rushing, passing, efficiency.
All the numbers
rating,
matter. All the numbers matter.
The big stat, he threw 40-plus touchdowns and only had 3 interceptions. Right. That percentage, that efficiency, no one's ever had before. He came 0.2 points away from having the #1 all-time quarterback rating for a season for a quarterback. A couple of drop passes in his last game stopped them from actually getting that mark. It was bullshit.
Why do the writers get more weight than former players and or even fans? Why?
I don't know. I have no clue.
What gives the writer so much weight in the process of this MVP situation and Hall of Fame situation? Why do they get to decide so many guys' fate?
I have no idea. The players should vote. And I guess what
current and former.
I guess
current and former should vote.
I'm glad you said that, because what people will say is the writers watch the game.
No,
the games. The players are too busy playing to vote, so they don't know better than what the writers know. But you're right. To solve that problem, you should have former players vote as well.
That's right.
You should have present players vote and former players vote. I agree.
They were just doing too much Josh Allen love and Josh Allen greatness and Josh Allen MVP. They were just putting it out there too much. And when them folk decide to make a decision to get something done, they get it done. Period.
How do you and everybody said this all over the Two Live Stews Facebook chat group.
You had your chest stuck out like this. If Lamar don't get this, it's just a no. It's not a guarantee they're going to give it to the right guy.
Hey, listen, man. We've discussed this ad nauseum about this whole thing this weekend in the group. How do you win first team All Pro quarterback and get beat by another quarterback for MVP?
It shouldn't happen. It shouldn't happen.
Like it's offensive to even think about. Like, really, you're really questioning our intelligence for us to believe that that's how it works.
It's sad, man.
Your first team All Pro, but there's another quarterback you gave the MVP. It's just absolutely crazy.
This is worse than Shaquille O'Neal not getting it because of Steve Nash.
Oh, not Shaquille, Kobe.
This is Kobe Bryant not getting it. No, I'm sorry. Kobe Bryant not getting it because of Steve Nash. This is of that proportion. Epic proportion.
The Kobe Steve Nash thing was real bad, because Steve Nash, I remember I had all of the figures for this. Steve Nash didn't lead the team in anything. He was like the first MVP to win an MVP that didn't lead his team in scoring. It was a bunch of crazy facts about Steve Nash winning the MVP over Kobe 2 years in a row. But this is pretty bad. Eli Manning. Go ahead.
Yes.
Go ahead.
No, I was just about to lead into Eli, sir. Please go ahead.
Hall of Fame announcement was made. Eli Manning, the big snuff of the Hall of Fame voting was Eli Manning did not get voted in.
You and I disagree on this. We've debated this for years. You and I disagree on this. You don't think Eli's a Super Bowl, a Hall of Fame quarterback?
No, he was a good player, but defense won the championships for those Giants teams. Super Bowl wins are a team metric, and I'm happy. I'm glad that the people that voted agreed with me.
I'm fine that he's not a first ballot Hall of Famer, but he will get in.
He'll probably get in because of his daddy and his Bubba. He's probably gonna get in.
And I want you to remember this smoke right here for Eli, because you're going to make an argument later on in today's show for somebody else that you got to make your mind up, man. You're on more than both sides of the fence sometimes.
No,
you really are.
Not on both sides of the fence. If you're talking about the Bo Jackson thing, I am not on both sides of the fence. Shouts out to technically, can we call him our homeboy? He's from Georgia, but he played at the University of South Carolina. Sterling Sharp.
Of course.
Sterling Sharp, after like 25 years, that's something else I don't understand about this Hall of Fame thing.
And I still think Sterling resides in Columbia, South Carolina, so he's been in Columbia longer than he's been in Georgia.
Yeah, why would you not live in the city that they're going to give you a free dinner every time you walk through the door?
Every time you come in. Every time you come in.
Oh, man, Sterling Sharp was a beast at the University of South Carolina. So here's another problem I got with this Hall of Fame thing. You're watching the 2 Hour Shoes experience. Did Sterling Sharp become a better player this year than he was 25 years ago when he could have gone in the Hall of Fame?
What the writers are going to say is no. But you notice there were only 4 guys and not 5, right? What the writers are going to say is it was just his time and no one else that is being considered deserved it more than him. That's all they're going to say.
So we're going to get into this. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Again, which is why I have a problem with them having so much weight.
That is bullshit. If that's what they're saying, that's bullshit. Sterling Sharp is no more better a player. Matter of fact, Sterling Sharp is no more a better player 25 years after the fact than he was 25 years ago.
I agree.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
How was he elected into the Hall of Fame this year when everything he did in his career should have been fresh on your mind 25 years ago?
20 years ago, right?
Anybody that watched football knew that Sterling Sharp was one of the greatest wide receivers in the history of the game. Why did he have to wait 25 years? That's stupid.
He had 8,134 yards, 65 touchdowns in 7 years.
Sir,
had he played another 5 or 6 years, he would have had numbers like Jerry Rice. There's no question. He was a bad boy.
At the time, his career was cut short by injury. At the time, it was him and Jerry Rice.
Right.
I think a lot of people at the time when he was healthy before he sustained the injury and had to retire, a lot of people would have took Sterling over Jerry Rice.
We're not just saying that because we're from South Carolina.
No.
He was a bad boy.
I think maybe part of it has to do with Jerry Rice came from a small program. Sterling Sharp South Carolina wasn't the greatest team, but
it was a bigger program than Mississippi State.
They were much bigger. No, not Mississippi State. Mississippi Valley.
Mississippi Valley.
So it's just sickening. It's just really sickening and ridiculous when you really think about it. Then you can go back and see all these different examples in history of, like, Gale Sayers only played 7 years. He averaged like 700 yards rushing per year. I pulled that stat before we started the show in preparation for this Bo Jackson talk a little bit later.
Yep.
Like, you can talk about a lot of players. Lynn Swann, his numbers, literally Lynn Swann numbers are what the guys today, what wide receivers do today in like a year and a half.
How many Super Bowls is Lynn Swann a part of?
He was part of, I don't know, 3, 4?
4 of them, because Terry Bradshaw had 4, so he was a part of 4 of them. That's the difference, Doug. He's got 4 rings in those years with that team and that quarterback. And the Steel Curtain is one of those teams that are heralded.
Super Bowls are a team metric. And the Hall of Fame is about individual accomplishments.
But Doug, there's 3 or 4 catches that we always see Lynn Swann making that they show whenever they show highlights of Steelers pass, and those catches are in Super Bowls.
Hey man, I love Lynn Swann. Lynn Swann was a big name me growing up. Odell Beckham Jr.'s probably had 20 times more big catches or one-handed catches than Lynn Swann.
Not in Super Bowls, Doug. Not in Super Bowls.
So
not in Super Bowls, Doug.
I can't understand. So you argue with me that Lynn Swann should have been in and Sterling Sharp
I understand Lynn Swann being in with 4 Super Bowl wins. And Sterling Sharp, they waited too long.
My point in bringing up Lynn Swann's numbers and Gale Sayers' numbers is their numbers are paltry. It's not really about stats. And I'm going to talk about this later. And I talked about it yesterday in the chat group. You get to the Hall of Fame because of fame. Fame. There's a definition for fame I'll talk about later. You don't. There's nowhere in the bylaws of getting into the NFL Hall of Fame or the Pro Football Hall of Fame about stats. It's about a lot of different things that you have to conversate about, but it's not entirely about stats. It's a lot of what you did on the field. It's a lot of your excitement. It's a lot about your fame.
Doug,
stats are not a criteria for getting into the Hall of Fame.
But they should be, Doug.
What do you mean they should be? They're not. They have never been. Yeah, maybe they should be.
Doug. I mean, when you look at an Emmitt Smith who ran for damn near 20,000 yards. I mean,
listen, hold on. Hold on. I don't want you to misunderstand.
You're the one that talked about the Hall of Good or the Hall of Fame. You're the one that talked about the Hall of Good
for 25 years. For 25 years, I've been talking about the Hall of Fame and the Hall of Good.
Right.
I don't want you. Stats should be part of the equation. Okay.
You just said they didn't.
Hold on.
Said they didn't.
Hold on.
And that doesn't make sense.
Hold on.
Sport, we're not going to look at numbers.
You haven't let me finish my point. Stats should be a part of the equation, but only a part. And because you have so much in other categories and parts of the equation, those other parts of the equation can outweigh the fact that you don't have as much stats as other people. The fact that you have to be talked about in the football story. I think Dan Orlovsky made that statement like a week or two ago, and I agree.
He's pissed Eli didn't get in first ballot.
Can you write the football story without talking about this guy? Okay? And a lot of the guys that you have to tell the football story or have to be included in the football story don't have the greatest stats in the world, but they're included because of some other significant thing that people remember about them.
The New York Giants are a hell-dead franchise, and Eli's won 2 Super Bowls where one of them he threw at one of the passes and scrambled and broke tackles to get that ball down the field and caught. I mean, you're not telling the story of the NFL without Eli Manning in it. You're not telling the story of the NFL without Peyton Manning in it. You're not telling the story of the NFL without the Manning family in it. That's part of Eli's story. That's part of it. But his numbers back it up.
And you can't tell the football story without talking about Sterling Sharp. I don't know why he hadn't been in this Hall of freaking Fame since 2000 or 1998 or something like that.
But not Bo. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to make the argument for Bo Jackson.
But not Bo. Up next in the Doghouse with your boys, the Two Last Twos and the Two Last Twos Experience. If Doug doesn't like one Mr. Kendrick Lamar now, something's wrong. We'll talk about it up next. Keep it locked. Something's wrong. Something's wrong. If Doug doesn't like Kendrick Lamar, something is wrong. Two Last Twos up next.
Hated it.
When you know what to do with what you got, you can do more with it. All right? So shouts out to my man Lavrell as well as the World Changers making this thing happen and getting it done with your financial needs. All right? The World Changers help empower individuals and communities throughout financial education and implementation. Your agent Lavrell Hawkins has made significant strides in the financial services industry, using his expertise to guide and support others in achieving financial stability as well as success. Lavrell uses an holistic approach that addresses the mental, physical, financial, and spiritual aspects of being in a well space and place when it comes to your finances, all right? Y'all give them a call, 919-764-4626. That's 919-764-4626. The World Changes Financials and Lavrell are dedicated to empowering you and your communities through financial education and implementation. 919-764-4626. It's your boys, the Two Last Twos. Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart just came back with Kendrick Lamar's performance or part of it from last night's halftime show during the Super Bowl. Hey, man, thank y'all for joining us, and good morning. Good morning to everybody. It's Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart, the Two Last Twos. Sir, you know 47 was in the building last night. 47 was in the building for one of the biggest protests in Super Bowl history. So you got this going on at the game, and Kendrick Lamar with Uncle Sam on the field talking about the importance of black people and how this country was built on the backs of black folk. I mean, I'm trying to stay calm. The the symbolism with this entire performance, whether it's a message to the country or a message to Drake, was overwhelming, sir. And this is why I told you for how long we've been talking about it. I like Kendrick Lamar because it's deeper than the music with him. This one is special. Okay, you go ahead, sir. You go ahead, sir. You're muted, Doug. You're muted.
My
there
bad.
Okay. No
the message was tremendous.
Yep.
Okay. I like the little touch with Samuel Jackson, Uncle Sam. I like that. That was nice.
Yep.
I like the whole Serena Williams, coming out there and crip walking and doing stuff.
She crip walked the entire performance because she knew she was going to be on camera whenever Kendrick needed her on camera, and she just crip walked the whole time. It was great.
That was great for the culture. That was great for the culture.
Yep.
Now, as far as the music, once again, man, I think you have to be from Compton to really get that music, man.
No, man.
I think you do.
No,
Yeah.
Him talk about it. Him talk about it being bigger than hip hop. Everybody has a cadence. 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 Everybody.
Let me just say this, man. I don't really care for his music because it's not really melodic. It's not anything in the traditional form of hip hop that makes you want to dance. Can he rhyme? Yes. He's a poet. But does he move the crowd? Like, he's more of a poet than an MC.
So Doug, real quick.
You understand what I'm saying? Hold on. Let me go ahead.
Well, for it to be considered good music, it doesn't necessarily have to make you dance.
Well, that's
yeah. Dance is just one part of the art.
Right.
It had nothing to. There's so many other parts of it.
Hey man,
good music isn't just music that you dance to.
I'm not really going to. I don't want to fight you on this because there's no need to. He did a solid last night.
The Squid Game look, the red, white, and blue. I mean.
I think you have to be from Compton or South Central to really feel that music, man. And
listen,
all of I just don't get it. And listen, I'm not the only one. Don't make it sound like I'm the only one. You make it sound like I'm the only one. Okay?
No, I'm talking to you though. I'm not
right.
I can't make it. I can't reference anybody else's words or thoughts. Or I can't express my disappointment in anybody else right now, but you.
Disappointment.
Yes, man. Yes, man. Yes, man.
So what would make you not disappointed? What opinion from me would make you not disappointed?
Man, with all this DEI BS that's going on in this world, man, and with 47 being in the stadium, I think this was a fist up in the sky moment for us that's being overlooked. And I think it was that. I think it was so huge that if we were to do a top 5 on halftime shows, that this would probably have to be one of the top ever.
Well,
because of the importance of it.
It's funny you mentioned that. And I see what you're trying to do. You're trying to butter up the crowd already. I see what you're trying to do. Yes, you are. I see it. Okay.
I am not.
It's funny you mentioned that because today's top 5, we're going to get into it later, is the top 5 Super Bowl halftime performances. So I see what you're doing. You're priming the pump right now because you have Kendrick Lamar as a part of your top 5. Is that not true?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. But I damn sure should. And look, man,
what do you mean you're not saying that? You are saying that. You already said it.
Listen, man, I had a very busy weekend this weekend. We were in Peachtree City, and because Peachtree City is only an hour and 15 minutes away, and Morgan and I were the only ones that would be going to her soccer games, we didn't stay in Peachtree City. So we went back and forth for a weekend. So I didn't get back until late yesterday. Barely made it to the Super Bowl party, okay? Tree wanted us to submit our top 5 prior to the Super Bowl, and I just couldn't do that. I wanted to see what Kendrick was going to do, and I'm glad I did. So I got my list in late, but I'm glad I did.
I'm going to tell you what, this is going to backfire on you. Because if you put Kendrick Lamar in your top 5 over the top 5 that I have, you're going to lose again. Okay? Okay? I'm not the only one that feels the same way that I do. I'm not. Okay, but you did. That's good. That's good. I see what you're doing there.
Quick question.
I see what you did there.
Quick question. You said you're not the only one that feels the way that you do. Do you think the majority of why people don't like this young man outside of yourself is because of this Drake beef? You think that has anything to do with it? Okay.
As far as him and the Drake beef, I'm on his side.
Okay.
You know I don't like Drake. And there's probably not many other artists in hip hop that I don't like more than Drake. No, I'm absolutely on Kendrick's side.
Everybody in the chat room, y'all look at this real quick, man. Real quick. We got women's tees, men's tees, all sizes, white, black, V-neck, round neck like this. It's coming up on the website. The website's dropping soon. You can get them on the website. We got hats, polo shirts. We got all kind of stuff coming up on the website. Wanted to share that with y'all.
Absolutely love the message, for the record. Absolutely love the message last night. Hold on. Absolutely love the message. I'm not a fan of his rapping. I'm not a fan of his emceeing. I'm not a fan of his cadence. What'd you call it? Cadence?
Cadence, yes.
Yeah. I just don't think in the annals of rappers, y'all should talk about this guy like he's top 5.
Okay, hold on real quick. Okay, real quick.
Ridiculous.
Okay. I want to say this real quick.
I'm not saying the guy cannot rhyme. I'm not saying the guy is not a poet. But when y'all try to say he's in the top 5 rappers of all times, that's ridiculous to me.
I've never said that, but I do understand people that do say that. Where do you put KRS-One in your order of rap?
KRS-One?
Right.
Top 5.
Okay.
The teacher. But the teacher was the teacher was melodic. Right. The teacher made you bounce. The teacher made you want to dance in a lot of his songs.
No, the music the teacher used made you want to dance. His words did not make you go do no damn two-step. The teacher was teaching a message. Which is why we all love the teacher. The teacher had a different cadence than Kendrick did. Yeah. The teacher had a different cadence, but they're doing the same thing. The teacher did it 1970, 1980 style. Kendrick's doing it 2015, 2020 style. They're conscious rappers.
If I'm doing my this is very simply put. I should have just said this from the very beginning. If I'm doing my top 50 rappers of all time, he's definitely not going to be in the top 10.
Dread,
he's definitely not. He probably won't be in the top 20. He probably won't be in the top 20. He probably won't be in the top 30 now that I think about it. There's a lot of great MCs over the last 40 years, man. There's a lot of them.
I agree.
That's all. I mean, shouts out to the young man. He used his platform last night to send a message. 45 was in the house. 47 was in the house.
He did, man.
Stupendous.
I got to put this up real quick. Mention 47 being in the house. Look at Chris Jones before the game. Look at Chris Jones before the game. Look at Chris Jones. I don't see no other football players in the picture. I don't see none of his team in the picture. I don't remember this happening prior to the game, but what it looks like to me is that Chris Jones went out of his way to get to this guy, 47, and show his, what is that, love, affection, gratitude.
So,
all right. That's why he played like doo-doo last night.
So what you saying is
that's why he got hurt. That's why he got hurt last night, and they was rubbing his neck the whole game instead of him making damn plays last night.
So what you're saying is he's the football version of Snoop Dogg.
I'm done with Chris Jones.
I need to get more background on what that's all about.
Well, okay. Without me even getting background, I know good and well I'm not extending no olive branch out to 47. I'm not going to find him. I'm not going to find him. And real quick, while we're talking about it, Chris Jones' game stunk last night.
Yeah, they got pushed around both sides of the ball. Talked about that earlier. They got pushed around, sir. Like it wasn't even close. Once again, the final score is not indicative of the way they got pushed around last night. Okay, here's Nadi. Nadi, what's up, baby?
Just a reminder. Remember Chris Jones, his brother. Is Bones Jones his brother? Are they related?
I
No,
don't think so.
no.
Oh, okay,
no.
okay. Well,
That's
them Jones boys love Trump.
Yeah,
yeah.
John Bones Jones and his brother. You're thinking about another. His brother played in the league. I think his brother played defensive end or something.
He played the Raiders for a while. Yeah, but different. Yeah, I don't think this is
a couple different teams.
This is Bones Jones's brother. No.
Yeah.
Arizona Raiders. Maybe he had a stint in Baltimore also. I can't think of his name right now, but yeah. Anyway, man. When you go out of your way to love on this dude like that, man, with the things that this guy is doing, shouts out to Kendrick Lamar and his halftime performance, man. I'm very excited about our top 5 that we'll be doing here in a little while. Top 5 greatest halftime shows.
The best part of that whole performance was Serena. That was cute. That was real cute.
Listen, man. I'm gonna say pause before I make this statement. And then I'll say pause again after I make this statement.
I can only anticipate what's coming. Go ahead.
Kendrick dug in Drake's ass last night. Pause.
Yeah.
He destroyed that man on one of the biggest platforms in the history of our world.
But you know what? People, it's funny because these people that are getting canceled, they're doing it to themselves.
Well, Kendrick clearly don't care.
No, I'm talking about like Snoop Dogg. He did it to himself.
Oh, I'm glad you brought Snoop up.
Chris Jones last night, he did it to himself. Drake, in filing a lawsuit against the Kendrick Lamar and against the record company and talking bad about him on wax, he did it to himself.
Mentioning Drake and Snoop. Last night when the Snoop Dogg commercial came on, it was Snoop Dogg and who was in the frame with him. They were talking about hate versus love. It was a God commercial.
So I saw the back end of it, but somebody else told me that Snoop's doing these love-hate commercials.
Well, this one last night was with someone. The minute I saw Snoop on the screen at the Super Bowl party I was at, it was a house that had a theater up top, a main level, and a theater in the bottom. I was on the main level with about 50 people. The minute I saw Snoop, I said, boo. Boo! Boo!
Wait a minute. Were you around a bunch of Republicans?
I didn't know who I was around. It was a little bit of both. And when I went boo, about 5 seconds later, the entire floor was going boo, boo.
So you led the charge.
I'm done with Snoop. I led the charge to boo Snoop and his ad during the Super Bowl. I'm done with Snoop. I'm done with Chris Jones.
That's dope.
I mean, we got to unify, man. We gotta do all we can, no matter how big or small it is, man. Shouts out to Kendrick and his symbolism last night. Shouts out to you, Kendrick.
I thought it was cute too, Samuel Jackson. I mentioned that earlier, but I thought that was Uncle Sam. That made perfect sense.
Uncle Sam, man. I got a whole sheet of symbolism, man. I got a whole sheet.
Yeah. It was interesting. It was very interesting. You're watching the Two Live Stews experience. Don't forget today, 12 noon Eastern time, Lunch and Learn with your boy Doug Stewart. Going to break down life insurance, why you need life insurance, leaving a legacy, generational wealth. We'll talk about it's not going to be a long thing, maybe 30 minutes, if that. Okay. The main thing, what I want to do is just break down the fundamentals of term insurance, whole life insurance, and answer any questions that you have in the chat. All right. We're not going to take any calls. We're just going to read chat messages and give you answers.
I think we have a couple seconds, man. You want to jump into the last 48 before we get into the break?
Sure. Let's do it. Last 48. The 48 or the biggest memes in the last 48 hours of the Two Live Stews Facebook chat group.
It was hard to choose these memes today. There was so much stuff floating around this weekend.
Yeah, it was a lot floating around this weekend. All right, Tree, go ahead. Roll out the first one.
Oh, my gosh.
Now, listen.
Oh, my gosh.
Okay, this is the suggestion I want to do. I want to run this by you. I say we just ignore the start bench cut thing at the top.
We can't ignore the start bench cut.
No, because
we can't.
Okay,
so we have to do it.
But listen, for people that
we
don't
can do
know,
we can do what you want to do first, but we have to do the start bench cut. We have to.
No, the purpose of me, I actually supplied this particular meme to the show and to the last 48. My intention was just to highlight that Philadelphia has always had brothers at quarterback.
They've been progressive.
They've been very progressive. You can throw Mike Vick in that as well.
Yes, they've been progressive.
That's all I want to do. I don't feel like we should take this as an opportunity to cut one of these guys.
Now that we've expressed what you wanted to express and get out, how progressive Philadelphia is, start bitch and cut these mofos. Let's go. Let's go.
You go first, man. You taking joy in this. I'm not.
Only one of them has got a Super Bowl win, so it's gotta be Jalen Hurts starting. It's gotta be Hurts. It's gotta be Hurts.
See, this is
gotta be Hurts.
This is a fundamental difference between me and you.
Only one of them has Super Bowls. It's gotta be Hurts.
This is a fundamental difference between me and you.
Let's talk about it.
You're a stat guy. The stat that you came up with just now is one of them has a Super Bowl, the others don't. I'm a guy that uses my eyes.
Right.
Even with this Bo Jackson thing later, I use my eyes.
Yeah, man.
So my eyes tell me that if Randall Cunningham was on this year's Philadelphia Eagles team, they would have probably won 60-0.
No, man, no.
If you put Jalen Hurts on the teams that Randall Cunningham played with, he doesn't do what Randall Cunningham did back then.
You're crazy.
I'm starting Randall Cunningham. Hold on, bring it back up. I'm starting. You're
a freaking wannabe historian. That's why. You like everything old and black. Yes, and I get to be Mr. HBCU. I'm fine with that. You be Mr. HBCU. You should be Mr. HBCU.
You are 100% right. I like everything
that's old and black.
You
push it to the front.
Yes.
You push it to the front.
Absolutely. I'm starting Randall. Go back to it one more time, Tree. This is a tough one. I didn't even want to do this. For the record, I didn't even want to do this.
Randall didn't have half of the tools of McNabb and or Jalen Hurts. You putting Randall ahead of anybody because of respect.
And you know what? Jalen Hurts is the bruz and everything. I hate doing this.
I don't believe this.
I'm starting Randall. I'm benching Donovan, and I'm cutting Jalen Hurts.
What? The brother gonna kill you. Brothers, y'all see this?
Whatever. I love Jalen Hurts. Rude, bruh.
Listen, man. Y'all keep it.
But I got to be myself. Out of those three guys, the one that I would take, if we had this exact team, this exact coaching staff,
no way,
this exact schemes this year, if I could pick any of those three quarterbacks, I'm taking Randall Cunningham.
Okay. We'll get into our top 5. We'll finish our last 48. No way, man. Hurts, McNabb, then Randall.
The problem with y'all, and you're not even young. I don't know why you do this.
Players have evolved since Randall Cunningham's days. Players have evolved.
The problem with y'all is that y'all disregard old school like they never existed.
Yeah.
So, I'll be the champion for old school. I'll be that guy. I'll be that.
Last 48, top 5, and y'all keep it locked to your boys, the Two Last Deuces, Dr. Ryan Short, and the Two Last Deuces experience.
Show some respect.
That was that man's second Super Bowl he played in 3 years, and he won it, and he's the MVP. But you want Randall. Okay, man. All right. Okay. Have you ever been stranded on the side of the road, Ollie?
Yes.
It's not comfortable, is it?
No.
Dogs and poodles, if you find yourself in a jam on the side of the highway, give my folks at Bay 11 Towing a call, 404-770-6949. Again, that's 404-770-6949. Being stranded on the side of the road in Metro Atlanta is very stressful and dangerous. Bay 11 Towing is who you need to call, whether you're dealing with a flat tire, dead battery, full-on breakdown, or whatever that may have you on the side of the road. Call our folks at Bay 11 Towing, and they will get to you with a competitive rate and quicker than everybody else in town. Again, that's Bay 11 Towing. That number is 404-770-6949.
All right, so and you're watching the Two Last Deuces experience 3 days before the Super Bowl.
Yep.
Chiefs and Philadelphia Eagles. What's your thoughts? Your prediction? You said Chiefs earlier.
Sir,
You still in the Chiefs bandwagon? You think Chiefs gonna ride again and do something that's never done in NFL history and win 3 Super Bowls in a row? What's your thoughts?
I'm not going to wager. I want the Philadelphia Eagles and Jalen Hurts to win, but there's no way I will bet against Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs in this game. There's no way. So I'm not going to wager on the game. I want Philadelphia to win, but I think there's no way Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid loses after a 2-week break to prepare for this team. I think there's no way the Chiefs lose this game.
No way the Chiefs lose this game.
No way.
I got the Eagles winning this thing. Once again, I am reaffirming, as I said, I think the first show after the NFC and AFC Championship weekend, I'd like Philadelphia to win this game, man.
Thank you for the receipts, Tree. Thank you for the receipts. Thank you for the receipts. Receipts are important. Yeah. Like I said, I wanted Philadelphia to win. And I thought they would. I wasn't betting against the Chiefs.
Ryan.
No way. I wasn't betting against the Chiefs.
You know what you're doing? And I've noticed this. I've noticed this.
We don't have the time to play those. We don't have the time to play those receipts anymore. We got to move forward. I appreciate the receipts.
I've noticed this in the last couple of months since Trump has been back in office.
What?
You are a gaslighter.
What do you mean?
You are.
What's that mean?
You just said emphatically in that clip from last week, there's no way. I think the quote was, "There's no way I'm picking against the Chiefs." That was your words.
But
now you're somehow trying to twist, huh?
I said I wanted Philly to win, and I thought they would.
The question isn't who you win. You're watching the 2 Hours News Experience.
No, we don't have time for this.
Before the Super Bowl.
We don't have time for this.
Chiefs.
We got to move forward.
Philadelphia Eagles. What's your thoughts?
I'll be damned.
Your prediction? You said Chiefs earlier.
Sir,
you still in the Chiefs bandwagon? You think Chiefs gonna ride again and do something that's never done in NFL history and win 3 Super Bowls in a row? What's your thoughts?
I'm not going to wager. I want the Philadelphia Eagles and Jalen Hurts to win.
That's not the question.
But there's no way I will bet against Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs in this game. There's no way. So I'm not going to wager on the game. I want Philadelphia to win, but I think there's no way Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid loses after a 2-week break to prepare for this team. I think there's no way the Chiefs lose this game.
There's no way. There's no way. No way the Chiefs lose this game.
No way. Like I said, I'm glad you played the receiver.
I like how emphatic you were. No way.
Right. I was also emphatic before saying that for some reason I was also very emphatic about Philadelphia winning that game.
And Tree, you know what? That's what you call production. That's true production right there, Tree. Shouts out to you, Tree. Ball award to you on a Monday for real production.
Yeah. You
I can't say no way. This how your face looked when you did it too. No way.
Real quick. I gotta do something real quick. Hey, Tree, it's on. It's on, Tree.
Excuse me, Nadi was very integral in that because I cannot be 2 places at one time. And although he likes to say we are not on the same team, we in fact are. Got him.
It's on.
What's that dude's name with the snaggle tooth? I think they say he's dead. Got him.
Listen, Nadi would not do that to his boy. I know what's going on here. And I'll take care of it.
Listen, man, that was
last
great.
48. Let's get back to the last damn 48.
That was great production, everything. But 90% of the people watching this show right now, they knew exactly what you said. But thank you.
I wanted Philly to win. Listen, man, I won. I took Philly early, -3, and made big money. Big money.
Hey, next meme Tree in the last 48, the biggest memes in the 2 Hours News Facebook chat group.
The betting aspect of things will be different on Stuart Media and Entertainment when we get to our website in the future. So y'all be looking forward to that.
All right, so a lot of talk about the Hall of Fame induction class announced over the last week or so. This is the first year candidates, man, for 2026. So looking at these players, Drew Brees, Larry Fitzgerald, LaShawn McCoy, Frank Gore, Jason Witten, Marquise Pouncey, Geno Atkins. Who the hell is Geno Atkins?
I don't even remember Geno Atkins.
I remember the name, but I don't know what position he even played.
Oh, was he Denver? He might have been Denver. Keep on going, man.
Stephon Gostkowski. Who the hell is he? Phillip Rivers, Greg Olsen, Todd Gurley, Julian Edelman, Thomas Davis, Mike Ayupati.
The reason why I know Geno Atkins is because he's a former Bulldog, man. And yeah, he played with the Bengals for a while.
Okay, Dez Bryant and Dave DeCastro. Who gets in your opinion?
Of course, Drew Brees.
Agreed.
Of course, Drew Brees.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if Larry Fitzgerald will get in first ballot, but I think Larry gets in.
I agree. Because they love Larry Fitzgerald. They like to put him
Larry.
up in comparison to Moss, and he's got tremendous numbers. Yeah.
His numbers up there. I don't think Shady gets in. And I think Shady will be one of the ones that gets in like 10 years from now. If he gets in. Frank Gore definitely gets in. Frank Gore is, and you're not going to like this, but Frank Gore.
This is another guy.
Yeah.
I got a problem with.
He's played more football than anybody in the history of the game. He's got more yards than everybody.
Hey,
Barry, Emmett, everybody.
Okay, I don't want to stay on this all day long. I got Drew Brees and Larry Fitzgerald. I got Larry Fitzgerald and Drew Brees. Out of everybody else, who do I think will make it some other year?
I hope Thomas Davis makes it eventually, but I don't think he will.
Thomas Davis don't got a chance in hell, no offense, in getting in the Hall of Fame.
I said hopefully, because he spends time in Georgia, man.
Phillip Rivers will probably get in. Jason Witten will probably get in because of the Cowboy thing.
The Pouncey play is pretty good.
Marquise Pouncey might get in, and Frank Gore is probably going to get in. I don't think Frank Gore should get in this year, but because of his numbers, very weighted in his numbers, Frank Gore is probably going to get in. Would I put Frank Gore in? Go ahead, Nadi.
Stephen Gostkowski was the kicker out the Vinatieri, left New England.
Oh,
he was the kicker.
Yeah, I don't think I think they should have a separate hall for kickers. I don't think kickers should go in the Hall of Fame with
kickers, snappers, and holders should have their own wing at the Hall of Fame.
You can't have Stephen Gostkowski in his picture up by Barry Sanders, man.
What about Vinatieri? What about Vinatieri?
I just don't think kickers. I don't know. I'm kicker biased. I'm a kicker hater. I am. I am a kicker hater.
What about Vinatieri, man? A couple of Brady's Super Bowls, all because of that foot. Yeah. Snow, wind, ice. What about kickers?
Yeah.
It makes no sense at all. Kickers score more points than any other players in the league by season. They're the most scrutinized. They put in the most pressure situations. And if you don't got one, you cannot win. Yeah. So I don't understand why the disrespect for the kickers. They really should be getting paid more money than they do.
They make a good wage for kicking the ball. Trust me.
I'm a kicker hater.
Good wage. They don't practice. They don't practice like everybody else. So they make a good wage for kicking, and they should not be in the Hall of Fame.
Julius 35C.
They have a skill. They have a specialty. You can go get all the 53 players on the team to try to do what they do. And none of them can do it on the team. There's only one guy on the team that can do what the kicker does.
We have 60-hour work weeks, and they don't practice. Thanks, you, Nadi.
Thanks, Nadi.
They don't work like everybody else.
Julius 35. Julius 30.
It is a skill set. They kick.
Julius 35. Julius 35C said in the chat, Larry's daddy is in the media. That's another part of it too. Is politics. Larry, I don't want people to think. I don't want people to think that I think Larry Fitzgerald isn't a great wide receiver.
Don't do that.
But
don't do that. He's a great wide. He was a great wide receiver.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Next one, Tree. All right, so I'm surprised the Ray Lewis case is not on this list. What say you? What was the most shocking sports story of the 21st century? So read through them real quick. Kobe's passing, Tiger Woods scandal, Pistorius murder. That's the Blade Runner guy. Luka to LA, Vic scandal, PSU scandal.
I hate all these. And
baseball steroids. NBA rigged games. Manta's fake girlfriend. You remember that?
I
the
do remember
linebacker
that.
for Notre Dame.
Every time I see him on TV, I laugh because of that situation.
he had a ghost girlfriend. Hernandez
He
murders.
got catfish. They call it catfish. Ooh,
Yeah.
Hernandez.
Andrew
That's
Luck's
crazy.
retirement. COVID shutdowns. Lance Armstrong steroids. The decision. Ooh. A-Rod trade to the Yankees and the Astros cheating. Give me your top 2
Okay.
scandals.
Or
what they call it, most shocking sports stories.
And it may not be the most shocking sports story, but it will definitely be in my eyes because these things were mind-blowing to me. The Vic Dog scandal's one. I mean,
yeah, I mean it's hard to beat that because of what he had on the line.
Oh my gosh,
where he was at as far as being the face of the league,
right,
the money that he got,
right,
and to lose it all for fighting some stinking ass dogs.
Because your buddies drove to the house. Because your buddies sent the police to the house.
That was okay. Bring it back up one more time. I actually changed my order
because
just
your
now.
No, it happened because of Mike Vick and his actions.
Right.
But it happened because his boys got some heat on their ass and they went to Vic's house. That's why it happened. Okay. And the second one, man, Hernandez was a certified killer in the league, sir. He was playing football on Sunday and killing people during the week.
But you know what? They got these things bracketed. I'm just realizing. They got these things bracketed. They got Kobe dying in the first the number 1 seed, man. What I would say is Vic won. Go back to it. Go ahead.
Kobe 2 was a very huge story, but you asked me for my top 2.
Right.
Kobe not being here, I still almost shed tears when I see something about Kobe Bryant.
Shouts out to Peter Wheatstraw on posting this in the group. This is very tough. Without a number, I think I would put Kobe dying, passing, the Vic scandal, and the PSU scandal.
That's a big one. That's a big one.
What the way that we viewed the Penn State program
man, real
with
quick,
Joe Paterno. Go ahead.
Those coaches recruited me, man. Paterno, Bill Kelly, all those guys, they recruited me, man.
Did they try to touch you?
No, I didn't visit. I didn't go to Penn State, and no one touched me. No.
I would have hoped you would have told your brother if they tried to touch you, man.
No, I would have told you, man.
Okay.
But again, those people were on our phones when I was in high school, calling us during the week.
What I was going to say is the Penn State thing was so big because you looked at Joe Paterno kind of like your granddaddy.
Agreed.
Like he had this image of being like holier than thou.
Saintly, yes. Yes.
And then to find out that his coaching staff and he allegedly ignored knowing the fact that he knew his coaches, I can't remember the guy, Sandusky.
Yes, that's
the
it.
Sandusky guy was routinely touching little boys.
Right.
That was big. That was a huge scandal, sir.
Sandusky offed himself, didn't he?
I think he offed himself. I'm not sure. Now he can do some quick research. I think he may have offed himself.
And Joe Paterno was forced to retire, and then
within a year he died.
I think it was like 3 days he passed
away. No, it wasn't 3 days, but it was shortly.
I was trying to make it more dramatic than it was. Right. I'm sorry.
All right, next one, Tree, and you're watching Two Lives Two's experience.
This is a tough one.
Jordan is better than.
We don't have a lot of time.
So this is Steph Curry's all-time starting 5.
Yep.
What's interesting about this? I know you're going to just look at it and just marvel at his top 5. What's peculiar about Steph Curry's all-time starting 5?
That he's not in it?
No, not that. I think that's just. I think he's just.
That he got Shaq at center, in my opinion, man.
No, it's something you're missing.
What is it?
There's no LeBron.
I'm not gonna argue that. I'm okay with that.
Well,
I'm okay with that. It's Steph top 5.
I didn't think you'd be okay with that.
No,
I would. Hold on. I thought that because you're a LeBron guy, and that I thought that since you're a LeBron guy, you always argue about the decision. Right. And Steph actually played against him. You would think Steph would put him on his list, but Steph didn't even put him on his list. You don't think that's strange?
I'm fine with Steph's list. That's his list. I'm fine with that. I disagree with 1, and mine would be different with 2. The one thing I disagree with is Shaq on Steph's list.
Put it back up, Tree.
Yeah. I think, in my opinion, when it comes to the best centers, man, it's got to be Jabbar or it's got to be Hakeem Olajuwon. I've always said that. So I wouldn't put Shaq on that list. And if it was my list, Olajuwon would be the center and LeBron would be the shooting forward. No question.
Over Kobe.
Yes.
Small forward. Small forward.
Yeah,
I take Olajuwon over Shaq too. No disrespect. He the bros as well, but I'm taking Hakeem over Shaq. Yeah.
Small forward, shooting forward, same damn thing.
I'm taking Wilt over Shaq too.
Real quick. Well, I'll just say no way Jordan and Kobe can play on the same team. There's just not enough basketballs.
Hey.
But Sandusky,
but Nadi, all those guys deserve the ball though, Nadi. I mean, that's
Tim Duncan is unselfish.
team.
Tim Duncan is unselfish. He'll get, pass the ball. And Magic is unselfish. He can get, but between Kobe and Jordan, nobody else would touch the ball on the court. Sandusky, he's 81 years old. He's not dead. He is currently incarcerated at the State Correction Institution of Laurel Highlands. Earliest possible release, October 9th, 2042. So he's not gonna he's not gonna make it.
I thought for sure that son of a bitch killed herself.
I thought he unalived himself.
Okay.
I did. Thank you, Dre. Yeah, man.
Wow.
We can do top fives like that all day long, man.
Or not top five memes.
Well,
last 48.
Right, the meme. Yeah. Who you starting? I mean, yeah, Nadi's right. Jordan, LeBron would need to be on that team so the ball can move around, man.
All right. So when we get back from the break, I think we got one more meme for last 48. Arlie,
we jump into our we passed the Arlie segment, man.
Yeah.
We jump into our top five up next, sir.
No, I was gonna say Arlie's not here today, so we're focusing on top five and the last 48, and top five is coming up, which is a good one. And I like how you prime the pump, but I want the people to understand that you prime the pump on this top five.
I want them to understand that he lied. I did not say have your stuff in by. I did not say have your stuff in before the Super Bowl. Stop it.
You wanted it before 4 o'clock. The Super Bowl was at 6.
Because you don't read.
No, 4 a.m. She said 4 a.m.
Oh, okay. I thought it was 4 p.m.
All right, let's go to a break. Top five coming up. Don't go away.
That was 4 p.m.
Imagine feeling invigorated and focused, not by artificial substances, but by natural pre-workout supplements. This isn't just a thought, but a reality many athletes and fitness enthusiasts are embracing. They hold the key to elevated performance without the commonly associated side effects of synthetic products. However, overlooking the potential of these supplements means missing out on that all-natural energy boost and focus. It means accepting unnecessary crashes post-workout. It's a pain point that no fitness enthusiast should grapple with, especially when there's a healthier alternative. At Lion Roar Herbs, we produce a vegan all-natural pre-workout that is proven to increase performance and boost every workout. Visit us at lionroarherbs.com to learn more and look for natural performance energy. That's NPE. We are sure you will feel the difference.
It's your boys, the Two Live Stews, Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart, the makeup of those Two Live Stews. Good morning, y'all. Thank y'all for joining us.
Don't forget, today at 12 noon Eastern time. What's today's date? Because people might be watching this on a replay.
Today's the 10th, sir.
The live Lunch and Learn will be on February 10th, or is on February 10th at 12 a.m. noon if you want to check it out live, if you're able to watch it live. But we're going to be talking about life insurance. That's what I do.
Triple L. Live Lunch and Learn. It's live Lunch and Learn. I love
this
it.
is what I do for a living, actually. I help people get prepared for their final expenses, help create generational wealth, et cetera, et cetera. Very simple presentation today at 12 noon, right here on the Two Live Stews network, the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network, Two Live Stews, YouTube.com at 12 a.m. today, Eastern Time. We're going to talk about term life insurance, whole life insurance, and I'll answer any of your questions from the chat.
PM,
PM, actually, absolutely. Yeah, we
I,
messed up.
listen, I just pulled up receipts too. I just pulled up receipts, and maybe Tree's thing did say AM, but I was on that.
Speaking of AM and PM.
Yeah, maybe it did say that.
So let's throw out the last meme,
Yeah,
and then
I
we'll
know.
get into the top 5.
I had a busy week as a father on this road, dealing with a lot.
And you're watching the 2 Live Students Experience. It's okay, man.
Shouts out to all the super chatters. We'll get to you. We promise to get to all the super chatters.
We know you've been hitting the head a lot, man. We know that.
Go ahead.
From Brian Young, Felicia Rashad was breaking hearts and taking names. You may know her as Claire Huxtable in the 90s TV show The Cosbys, Black Beauty at its finest. There's no reason for me to, there's no explanation or no conversation I wanted to have about this picture. I just wanted to show this picture to the world.
Yeah,
it just came across, it came across my timeline. Can you imagine Debbie and Felicia Rashad walking the yard at Howard University?
No.
Can you imagine them girls? Ooh, them Allen girls. You seen them Allen girls? I bet when they hit the yard as freshmen, they were the talk of the town.
That's a lot, sir.
When they hit the yard as freshmen, they were the talk of Howard University's campus.
I'm excited about this top 5, man. Can we do it, please?
Let's do it.
And good morning, everybody that's watching the show, man. 2 Live Students Experience. We appreciate y'all.
So, top 5 halftime performances of the Super Bowl.
Who won the last one, me or you?
I won the last one.
All right. Who you want to go first?
So here are the poll results. I'm up 8-4 in the top 5. So for new people, we do a top 5 competition. It's just like a podcast game, sports. We pick a topic, something of relevance, and we give our top 5 list, and we let the people vote on said list in the 2 Live Stews Facebook chat group, the little poll feature that they have. So today's top 5 is the top 5 halftime performances at the Super Bowl. And because I'm up 8-4, I want you to go ahead and give your list first.
Before Tree posts my list, I just want to say I'm going to mention a couple of honorable mentions that didn't make my list.
Wait. That's not part of how we do this. You're trying to influence the voting public.
No, I'm not. No, I just want to make sure that certain people, certain mentions on my list get mentioned. That's all. Honorable mention number 1, Super Bowl 53, 2019, Big Boy. Shouts out to Big Boy. Maroon 5 headline, but Big Boy was there. ATL was well represented. Had to put that and mention that. Honorable mention number 2,
this is
Super
bullshit,
Bowl 38,
man.
2004.
This is bullshit.
Janet Jackson, Nipplegate. I really wanted it to get in my top 5 because of that nipple, but it didn't make it. Symbolism's important to me. And last, man, mention Super Bowl 54 with J-Lo. She's just beautiful, and I like J-Lo. I know people don't like the fact that I like her and Cece.
This is bullshit. This is bullshit what you're doing right now.
All right. And again, before my list goes up, after watching last night's Super Bowl and seeing the halftime show by Kendrick, I wasn't allowed to do it because I want to win the top 5. And I know y'all hate that kid so much. Tree, please put my list up. Super Bowl 27's number 5, sir, Michael Jackson. He set that thing in motion, man, and he made Super Bowls what they are today.
Hold on. You got Michael Jackson's Super Bowl performance at number 5?
At number 4, Super Bowl 50, 2016, Beyonce and Bruno Mars.
That's a wrap.
Beyonce, the symbolism in all of her video and all the things they did do are very, very important.
What?
Super Bowl number 3, Beyonce, 2013, Super Bowl 47. The Beehive is real. The people love B and J, and I'm trying to win this top 5.
What?
Super Bowl number 2, number 56. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Mary J. Blige, Kendrick Lamar, and Eminem. I was very happy.
Eminem
got that concert in the middle of the Super Bowl with all of those A+ entertainers. And my number 1, the favorite artist of my entire life, is Prince. Super Bowl 41, 2007, because he's Prince. No one did it better.
For the record, you absolutely had time to add whatever you wanted because you sent me your list at 10 p.m. Thank you.
Yep. You go, sir. You go.
Hey, go ahead, Tree, and put the winning list up. This guy had. Wait, go back to his list one more time. I want to see who he had at number 5. He had Michael Jackson number 5. Okay, show my list, Tree. I think we might need to reconsider doing this thing in the whole format and platform, man, because you clearly don't understand how this works.
We'll let the people decide that. It's
Coming
not
in
up to you. It's not up to you and your thoughts.
Coming up at number 5 is Usher.
Oh hell no! I heard that. I caught that.
Coming up at number 5, Usher. Great performance. He had on some type of see-through blouse. Very questionable, but it was great. It was a great performance. Shouts out to ATL. Coming in at number 4, Janet Jackson, Nipplegate.
ATL, ho.
You mentioned that in yours. Coming in at number 3, Dr. Dre and Friends, 2022. Not number 1 or 2 where you had them. Dr. Dre and Friends, it was great to see rap artists up there and, 50 Cent upside down and all that. That was good. Number 2 is Prince. Very questionable whether I should put it at number 1 or number 2, but I put it at number 2 because number 1 has to be MJ, the original MJ. The man came out of the floor. The man stood and watched people watching him for like 30 seconds. And people kept watching. He kept doing this.
Listen. Here's one thing I'm going to say.
And you put that at number 5? Are you kidding me, Jack?
Tree sabotaged my list. I had MJ at 1. Tree sabotaged my list. And I knew she was going to do it. I tried not to. I knew she was going to do it. But I want to make this thing bigger than her. So I tried to be bigger and just not say anything. And now she's going to create some type of receipt that she's going to make and change and doctor up. Watch. Just watch her. Watch her. She's going to find some receipt and say, no, here's how you sent it. Here's how I put it. Watch. I had MJ at number 1. He came out of the floor for Pete's sakes.
Okay.
At Tree, you don't even have to say anything. The people are on to Ryan and his shenanigans.
Whatever.
We had to pull up receipts of him vehemently saying that the Kansas City Chiefs are going to win. What was the word that he used? Easily. And now this. You're lying on the producer.
I just said I wasn't going to bet against Kansas City. And I did think that they would find a way to win. But no, I said I wanted Philly to win, and I thought they would.
I got the Eagles winning this thing. Once again, I am reaffirming, as I said, I think the first show after the NFC and AFC Championship weekend, I'd like Philadelphia to win this game, man.
We shouldn't take any more time for this. We just shouldn't. We don't have any more time for this. We shouldn't take any more time for this.
You sound like Bitter Barry right now, man. You sound like
Bitter
Barry, man.
We played it 4 times. That's enough. We played it 4 times. That's enough. That's enough.
But people have to be reminded because you just gaslight. You just say something and think that if you say it enough, that people gonna start believing. We're on to you. We're on to you. What's up with that wicked one gray hair you got going over here, man? What does that mean?
Well, I mean, I don't.
That's extra long though.
God sent it, man. I don't pluck my gray hairs like other people. I don't dye my gray hair, man.
So the top 5 list will be posted in the Two Live Shoes Facebook chat group.
The people get to decide the winner. It's up to the people
by noon, probably before that, and it will be taken down at 6 p.m. this coming Wednesday.
I said Michael at 5, really? Michael at 5? Okay, sure. If you want me to have Michael at 5, Tree, go ahead, put him at 5. It's fine.
Who puts Michael Jackson 5th in anything?
Oh boy, what's that? What's this? Ryan Stewart.
Top 5 Super Bowl halftime shows.
10 p.m. February 9th, 2025
Hey, man, I know.
Blessings,
what was going to happen.
Blessings over burdens.
She's a producer. She's a producer. They can doctor up anything. They can. She moved 1 and put it to 5. She's a producer. That's what they do. Look, man. If y'all want to do this for the sake of the show, I'm all for it, man.
And listen, man.
If you got to win top 5s and that makes the show flow and get consistent, I'm fine, man. I'm fine,
man. And I really thought about putting Prince at number 1. Do y'all remember when Prince's halftime show, when he was singing Purple Rain, the very last edition, it started raining?
It started raining.
I came this close to putting Prince at number 1, but
yeah, it was tough.
But the MJ 5-minute pose and stare at the world.
For the record,
I had
for the
to put that
record,
at number 1.
for the record, I had Michael 1 and Prince 2. For the record. For the record. And I need the people in the chat
What
to
do you
go
mean
and
you
vote.
had them? What do you mean you
I
had
need
them
y'all
1
to-
and 2?
I need y'all to see and understand how I'm being sabotaged, and I need y'all support. We got to beat these evil forces. We got to beat these evil forces. First DEI, and now this. We got to do something about it.
First DEI and now this.
We got to do
You
something
losing
about
at the poll again.
We got to do something about it.
Oh man. Hey man,
We got to read some chat, man.
when the whole controversy with Sterling Sharp going into the Hall of Fame,
Yep.
I posted this in the group. Sterling Sharp should have been in, meaning a long time ago. Now it's time for Bo Jackson to get in. Now listen, the argument I make is that now that Sterling is in, you can really go back to Gale Sayers, whose career was cut short. Okay? That Bo Jackson, the name Bo Jackson, the story of football can't be told without talking about Bo Jackson. I think Bo should get in. Hold on. Before you speak, I want to lay the groundwork for this. Okay? It's the Pro Football Hall of Fame. The definition of fame. Hold on. The definition of fame. Okay? The state of being known or talked about by many people. Who gets talked about more than Bo Jackson in football annals? Okay? So it's not necessarily about stats, which I'm going to read another, receipt here in a second about stats, but it's about fame. And once again, that statement, can you tell a football story without talking about Bo Jackson? Vincent Bo Jackson. The Pro Football Hall of Fame enshrines exceptional figures in the sport of professional football, including players, coaches, officials, franchise owners, and front office personnel. That's it. That's the mission statement for the Pro Football Hall of Fame. It said nothing about stats. Okay? The only thing that is a prerequisite for getting into the Hall of Fame is you must have received at least one generally recognized postseason honor, whether that be All-Pro or a Pro Bowl.
That's big.
Bo Jackson has made one Pro Bowl team.
That's awesome.
Put Bo in the Hall of Fame, man. Why not?
That's awesome.
When you talk about Bo Jackson,
Right.
you talk about running backs. What name brings more attention to the sport, to pro football? Bo Jackson or Curtis Martin?
Curtis Martin.
Curtis Martin. Curtis Martin, without a question.
Right.
Next name, sir.
Uh,
If you want to do this, Doug, keep on with the names.
What name is talked about more in the annals of football? Bo Jackson or Frank Gore?
Frank Gore.
Frank Gore.
Man, we still don't talk about Frank Gore, and he played the
We
last
just
20
talked about
years.
Frank Gore
Yeah,
earlier.
we just talked about Frank.
You just
And I
said
said
he
the
should
same
go in the
thing.
Hall of Fame.
Thank you.
Because of
Thank you,
longevity.
Donnie.
I
We
did not
just
say
talked
that.
about that.
Doug.
I said he's going in because of his stats.
Okay,
I did
well,
not say
Bo
I
Jackson
think he
is
should
not
go in.
going because of his stats.
So listen,
Saquon
man,
just
look-
had 2,000 yard rushing
Right.
this year.
Hold on.
Right. Look, man.
My point
right.
to you, hold on. My point to you is this. It's
Thank you,
not
Greg.
necessarily all about stats. Yes, stats should be a factor in it.
Right.
But there's a lot of other variables that go into who should go into this Hall of Fame.
So for every yard that Bo Jackson got in the National Football League, Adrian Peterson, Jamal Lewis, Barry Sanders, Saquon Barkley, they had 1 year and another half to accumulate the same amount of yards. A year and a half. They did it. They did what Bo did in a year and a half. About
Hey,
9
listen,
guys.
Let me ask you a question.
Stop it, Doug. You got to stop it, Doug.
Hold on. Let me ask you a
Again,
question. Once
everything
again,
black and everything black and old. Let's just put it in the front.
hold
No,
on.
Doug.
Let me ask you
No.
this question. Remembering that stats have nothing to do with the bylaws
Right.
or the prerequisites to get into the Hall
Right.
of Fame.
I'm glad
Who are
you do
you?
that.
If you're on the playground and
Mhm.
you got these two guys standing there, You got Frank Gore standing there. You got Bo Jackson standing there. This is not taking into consideration Bo got injured and his career was cut short. This is not taking into account.
But he did.
But he did.
You can't take that out.
Are you taking Bo Jackson or are you taking Frank Gore? Who are you taking?
The guy that had more yards in the National
You
Football
have
League. I want
to
him.
consider that Fred Taylor is not in the Hall of Fame today because of injuries.
Okay.
Yep.
He was a beast. He's one of the best running backs anybody have ever seen. But you gotta take in the injuries.
Real quick.
Gale Sayers is in the Hall of Fame. He averaged 600 yards rushing in his 6-year career.
Right. Real quick.
6 years. I already did the math. I already pulled it up.
Right.
Gale Sayers averaged right at 700 yards a year in the 7 years that he played in the NFL. He's in the Hall of Fame.
What I want you to understand is, earlier in today's show, you stood on business fussing why about how Eli's numbers don't matter.
No, I never said that. That's a lie. You're putting words in my mouth. What I'm saying is, you can't put what I've always said about stats is,
let me finish
in this conversation with the Hall of Fame, is you can't go just on stats. Of course, stats are a part of it.
Okay,
but guess what? What Bo Jackson is lacking in stats, he's gaining in legendary status.
Earlier in today's show, you made you stated a claim and stood on business to why Lamar's numbers should have made him the MVP.
That was a part of it. Right. Absolutely.
And now you're standing on business to why Bo's numbers shouldn't keep him out of the Hall of Fame. So Lamar's numbers are important, but Bo's numbers, you got to make your mind up.
That's not the argument I made.
Unfortunately, Bo is not in the Baseball Hall of Fame or the Football Hall of Fame. But I think Bo is most famous for being a great dual sport athlete. But unfortunately, the injuries derailed him from making either Hall of Fame. If there was a great athlete Hall of Fame, Bo would be the first guy inducted.
I'm sad he got hurt, man. I'm sad he got hurt.
Just understand.
But now you can't throw Lamar's numbers in everybody's face, and then when Bo don't have numbers, try to say, oh, numbers don't matter. Well, you can't do that.
Once again, you weren't paying attention.
Your argument for Bo is why Josh Allen got the MVP.
Once again,
because numbers don't matter.
Hold on. Once again, you don't pay attention.
Make your damn mind up.
I made the point that statistically, yes.
Right.
Statistics have to be included if that's the thing that's getting
make
that
your
person
mind up, man.
into said Hall of Fame.
Just make your mind up. Now statistics important. Statistics not important. Make your mind up.
All right, man. I'm not even going to even try to talk over you because I think people understand you don't pay attention.
Right.
You gaslight. You make up stuff. You say it over and over so people will believe that it's true. You just did it
about Lamar's numbers all season and why he deserved MVP, but now you're screaming that Bo ain't got the numbers, but he deserved the Hall of Fame. You gotta make your mind up.
Let's go to break, Tree. Thank you.
Trespass up next. Two Live Stews. Y'all keep it locked.
Hey man, we just go sell your shirts.
Make your mind up.
We just go sell your shirts. That was great, Tree. Oh boy. Oh, she has
It's your boys, the Two Live Stews, Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart. The makeup of your Two Live Stews. Good morning, y'all. Thank y'all for being here. We really appreciate it.
Hey, so all I'm saying, man.
It's our post Super Bowl show, and good morning to you all. Go ahead, man. I'm listening.
All I'm saying to y'all is,
I figure we weren't done with this foolishness.
All I'm saying is, to quote the great,
take your loss and walk away, man. It's okay. You lose on that subject.
To quote the great soulful band, I think it's Funkadelic, free your mind and your ass will follow. Okay? Open up your mind. There's no criteria that says Bo Jackson can't be in the Hall of Fame.
Right.
Which a lot of y'all thought that because he didn't have this stat or he only played this amount of time that he couldn't be in the Hall of Fame. That's not the case.
We didn't see Bo run into the Hall, man. We just didn't see it.
That's not the case.
In the 11 games he played, he was great. but we didn't see him run into the freaking Hall of Fame on those 11 games.
See, stop
We just
saying,
didn't.
Stop saying that. Why would you
We
say
just
the man
didn't,
played
man.
11 games? Stop saying
We
that.
just didn't. We just
Stop saying
didn't,
that.
man.
Stop
Yeah.
saying that.
Barry and 8 other players had what Bo had in one season.
You're too.
They
You're
didn't.
too.
They didn't run into the Hall on one season, man.
Once
They
again,
just
I
didn't.
already disproved
Right.
the theory that you had to have a certain amount of stats. Okay, I
Hey,
did.
man, let's
So
get to this,
so to continue talking about stats
right.
is wrong.
For you to continue talking about Bo is wrong, man. It's a waste of our time.
You're right. Hey, Tree. Can we get
It's a waste
Tree
of
on?
time.
Are we
Good.
ready?
Yes. Just one thing I was just asked to do, and I just want to put it
the
up.
dogs and poodles are they've got thoughts and opinions in the chat about this situation, man.
I
Which
wanted to.
situation?
Oh God.
Bo.
Which situation?
Bo.
Oh,
Oh. Okay. What do y'all want me to do? I'm sorry.
Reach out.
To show how.
That's what I want.
check.
All right. Very
Or
good.
did you? Or were you working on something else that was
Ryan, that
beneficial for
item
yourself?
you asked for is ready whenever you are.
Okay.
Shout out. I know we got paid chat, but shout out to Robert DG. This is his mastermind, Lion Ryan, to replace Crying Ryan. Excellent. Thank you so much.
And this is some guy that you just met. His name ain't familiar.
Did I just meet?
Hey,
So you throw me under the bus for some guy. You don't even know if he's good in bed, Tree.
I don't know if you are either.
That's true.
You know what? I'm not even
That's
gonna
true.
go here.
That's true. Never mind.
Whoa, that was totally out of
The
line.
point was she don't know him and she knows me. That's the point. That's the point.
Wow. Let's just focus.
Okay, yeah, we just gonna act like that was a
Woo,
foobar.
Lord
Well,
Jesus.
Can
we
I?
know why it's bothering you because Tree's probably in the other room. So I apologize.
Hey, let me mention this while I'm thinking about it. Shouts out to John Fisher, aka the Microwave, longtime podcast.
That somebody promised.
Yeah.
Who promised?
He promised it.
He promised
Oh.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he called it with in a fur. He called it.
Oh yeah,
prior
I
to the
remember
game.
him when I was a little girl. He was a flashy guy. Thank you so much, Shedrick Morer.
Homeboy.
Thank you,
bro.
Shedrick.
Thank you for your donation. We want to shout out his son, Jaden. Jaden took first place at the FBLA state competition last week. He's headed to Cali this summer for nationals, ranked 17th nationally.
Well
Hey,
done, sir. Well done.
Yes.
Hey, shouts out to you. Congratulations. Shouts out to you in general because you know who this is, right?
Yes.
This is the Berkeley High School Hall of Fame
Historian? Not historian.
historian that puts together all of the highlight videos of the Hall of Famers.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.
Thank you
Look,
very much.
go to Google. You can find my video of 1987, and it's all done by this guy right here, Shedrick Moore. One of the most prized possessions I have in my life is that video.
Shedrick, I need all my videos, Shedrick. People can't find mine, Shedrick. Doug holds this over my head all the time.
Hey,
Thank you for the donation.
So you don't
Shedrick.
have any videos?
You go to
I don't have my games. Doug has his. I don't have
Interesting.
mine.
you go
But
to
you
YouTube
were born
right now.
after him?
Yeah,
Yes.
they probably got better video.
Technology.
Mine is black and white. You go to YouTube right now, search Doug Stewart, Berkeley High. You will see the highlight reel of your life from 1986, 87, no, 87, 88
Lord, we want
in black
name
and white.
Joe Namath has numbers, man. He played for a very long time and won a Super Bowl.
Mhm.
That matters, man.
Speaking of old stuff from Uncle Mike, Doug still got a big back 26-inch, and he mad at his frat. Talking about him talking about that man renting
that's-
TVs like he
that's-
can't
that's-
afford to buy one.
That's so misconstrued. I did not mean it like that. I don't want to get back to this brother. I've been talking shit about his TVs. Man got a super nice house.
Yeah.
Lives on the top of the hill. I mean, y'all.
But you should have expressed that instead of telling us that you
Well,
think you rented his
you,
TV.
you did this. You
You
caused the
extremely
confusion.
No,
you
but no,
caused this
you,
confusion.
when you mentioned it, I wanted to clean it up. Like, why'd you say that bro rented his TV? But anyway, let's not even get
That's
to that.
not true. That's
I know
not
that brother doing well for himself, even though Doug's trying to downplay him for some reason. Maybe
From
they're trying
Julie.
to date the same woman or something. I don't know. You shouldn't belittle that, bro. But go ahead, Tree.
From Julius 35C, at least Saquon should have won the MVP this season if it wasn't going to be Lamar.
No question.
Yeah, they just found
No
a reason to
question.
give it to Josh Allen.
No question.
It was
2,000
absolutely
yards.
voter fatigue.
2,000 yards in the season.
Yeah.
And you give it to the guy that wasn't in I mean, it's shameful, man. That's crazy. How they do us.
From Adrian Williams, people are really enjoying this right here. Doug's new name is
I
Douglas
like that picture.
Sebastian Stewart III.
Don't I look like an intellectual?
It's definitely giving something.
I love the picture, man.
Thanks, man.
It looks good, man.
You started the fire and ran from it, though, man. You started this
I
fire
think
about the picture.
Tree did.
Oh,
Tree
no, it was
started
Tree. It was you, Tree.
It wasn't me. It was Tree.
I think it was the first iteration.
Go back to that.
You know how women dance sometimes and they look back at the booty while they're dancing? That's why I said look at you taking back shots.
Hey, don't that look like that dude know what he's talking about?
The Richard Bullock from the chat says it looks like Dougie turning around saying, "What you say, motherfucker?"
Right, exactly.
It's giving kind of Samuel L. a little Uncle Sam. I don't know.
Brilliant, Kendrick. Uncle Sam. Brilliant.
Yeah, that was good.
A guy known for playing that role.
I'm talking shit.
That's when he first came on the screen, I said, not Steven. I said, not Steven up in here.
Right. That's
because
right.
that is what we remember.
He's brilliant.
From Django, right?
Yes.
Yep.
It's just Django.
Yep. And Boondocks.
Oh, the D is silent?
Uncle Ruckus.
Some D is silent. I think that D is silent. Okay. Let's go. Oh, Julius. Yes, this is true information. Tubi is owned by Fox. And if you remember how that network got started, they used black folks by putting all of the shows on there. And once it got hot, they dropped them shows. He is right. Tubi Fox didn't buy Tubi. They started it.
So I didn't know that story,
Rupert.
But I did notice, it's funny that gets mentioned. On Tubi, they were showing the Super Bowl.
Yes.
And that's
they were streaming the Super Bowl on Tubi. I did not know that whole backstory, but that's good. That's good information to know. Makes sense now.
Do you leave Tubi now?
Oh, hell no.
Oh, no.
No, hell no. Ollie on Tubi. We got support Ollie if anything else.
Are y'all going to Target? Speaking of support, are y'all not going to Target?
I haven't been to Target and I hadn't ordered anything from Amazon.
What's the beef with Target? We boycotting Target, and I didn't know.
Well, it's not a mandated boycott, but some people have decided not to use that place.
Why? Why?
Jamal Bryant is mandated. Can I book Jamal Bryant for this show for a segment?
Absolutely. Why are we not going to Target? I need to know because that's what I do. Is I boycott shit.
They have abandoned their DEI programs. And so when what's the man's name? George Floyd, all of the clears started, we're DEI. Mm-hmm. And so they put a lot of black folks on, black small business owners. The most prominent would be like a Tabitha Brown, if you're familiar with her.
Yeah, I know her. I love Tabitha. Fine as hell.
Isn't she from South Carolina also?
I don't know.
Well, so anyway, they've abandoned all that. They made their big announcement and they thought everybody was just going to be like, okay, all right. And
well, let me ask you this. Did Walmart do the same thing and abandon DEI programs?
They said they did. But then they retracted.
Okay.
I have inside information that I cannot really say on here. I know.
That's easy. I just go to Walmart. They're the same damn thing.
Yeah. Somebody needs to talk about it in another show. But
we need to find somebody that can come on weekly to do politics for us. Honestly.
Oh, I have somebody. I have some options. Recently spoke to. Okay, we got some more donations.
Thank you, Griff.
Thank you, Griff.
Thank you, brother.
Appreciate the show, family. I'm in Memphis. I'm a Memphis rap guy, but I like the subliminal and not so subliminal message that Kendrick.
Yeah.
I don't know why you didn't like that. It was so good. When the people fell out on the floor, they looked like outlines of bodies and stuff. That was
awesome.
And you know what? Awesome. And I get it. Hold on. For the record, I understand. It was a great message. It was a great message that he was trying to deliver. It's just that I want to be entertained.
But you are not. First of all, you cannot sing. So to say that someone is not melodic
says you.
And
says you, I can't sing.
And he started off by saying this thing is bigger than music.
But all these check stuff,
that 40
all
acres
these
in
performances I've given say otherwise.
Yeah.
Okay. From Mr. International. Hey, where you been, boo?
Mr.
Hey, what's
International,
up, Mr.
thank
International?
you. Thank you, Mr.
Thank you, man.
International. Tell
Man,
people.
bless you,
Thank you
King.
so much.
Share.
We're having a good time. We're having a great time. From RTG, thank you for your donation. I'm thankful for a Stu's Super Bowl post-game show. We went years without one, and I really missed it. RTG, guess what today is?
That's right. Thank you, RTG. We appreciate you, man.
It is our anniversary.
It's our anniversary.
A year ago, on this Monday, these two and myself appeared here in this space. Doug had cussed me out probably 3 days earlier and then decided I could come back. He made me cry.
That's not true.
And next thing you know, we're here. And then we bring Arlie and Nadi, and it's our anniversary.
Yeah, absolutely. Happy anniversary.
Shout out to us.
Shouts out RTG. We're gonna do something big for this eventually.
We are.
Someone mentioned doing something about 3 months ago, but we just had to put it together.
Okay, from Loose Neck, right on side. Writers have biases against certain players. That's why some great players who had issues with the media get pencil whipped by them when getting awards or the HOF Hall of Fame.
T.O. getting in on the third ballot. That's crazy.
Was it the third or was it second?
I think it was third, I think.
Okay. That was bad. That's bullshit.
We can check. I'll check that.
That's
but
bullshit.
Yes, that's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Why does their vote have that much weight to keep one of the best receivers in the history of the game out for 2 years?
A lot of people saying, Lamar shouldn't care about no MVP. He should try to win playoff games and go to Super Bowls. Damn it, give us our respect. Give us our due. Whatever it is, we just because we go to the Super Bowl don't mean that we don't want our just due. Get that man his just due.
That's right. Thank y'all.
Why
not 2403? Happy anniversary.
Thank you. Why not?
Thank you. Why not? Ryan. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Why not? I'm over here looking for something. I'm sorry. Thank you. Why not?
From Loose Neck, my favorite, Old and Black. Oh, we old and black, like Doug. Old and Black. Happy anniversary, Old and Black.
Straight to the front.
Right. Lord have mercy.
I am old and black.
You are.
In some people's eyes. I don't think I'm that old.
Sometimes old and black is good. It works well. Okay. From Sydney Action Jackson. A lot of these former players like John Miller are jealous and biased. This bum ex-quarterback had Lamar fourth.
Yeah, you heard about that, man?
Say it again.
This one writer that voted for the most valuable player had Lamar fourth.
Yeah, I saw that.
On his ballot. Every other writer and voter had him at least second.
Terrell Owens was eligible for the Pro Football Hall of Fame for 3 years before getting in, man. Third year.
That's crazy.
It's ridiculous.
That's ridiculous.
Thank you, Robert.
From Robert D. How you say that? Did somebody say it?
DJ Easy.
DJ Easy.
Thank you. DJ Easy C. Campbell, the originator, the creator, the cut creator of our new t-shirt. Thanks, Stews. I am a day 1 or week 3 fan.
It'll be on the site. Tree say that. It'll be on the site. Trust me. It'll be on the site.
I will.
You do me gaslight, man. Did you learn that trait from 45/47?
45-47. That's
you are a classic gaslighter, man.
Listen, man. Again, y'all don't like to talk about it because it gets a little uncomfortable, man. But I'm dealing with CTE.
Oh, now you want the heart. You're pulling at our heartstrings now. Don't call you crying lion. Crying Ryan and lying Ryan because of the CTE.
You guys shouldn't make light of the situation I'm dealing with.
All right, man.
He could sue us later.
Black Diamond.
Thank you so much, Black Diamond. Happy anniversary, family. The realest ones to ever do it for Sports Talk. Love y'all.
Thank you, Black Diamond.
Thank you, Black Diamond. Thank you.
That book is coming too. So you can continue to state
really
your
coming. Yeah.
Her little Hershey Kiss self.
She's cute.
Thank you, Black Diamond. I love her.
I knew Black Diamond outside of this situation. Atlanta's not that big, that
Oh, yeah?
small, that big.
It's huge, but it's tiny.
How'd you know
Yeah.
Black Diamond before this situation?
Well, I was a WAOK girl, and then we were like in a supper club together, and yeah, Atlanta is Atlanta. Jashani, happy anniversary! Thank you.
Thank you, Jashani. Thank you.
Appreciate y'all for bringing back the show, and Tree for showing that golden brown shoulder twice a week.
Oh, they flirting. They in here flirting.
Listen, you do be showing
we-
a lot of shoulders.
We do need to figure out some kind of supper club or some kind of happy hour, some kind of something.
I said that.
I'll tell you what.
Don't cut and paste me.
They can celebrate. We can have a big celebration surrounding our first trip,
Which is being announced.
Our first bucket list trip that we're going to be doing here and we're announcing here in the next couple of days. So stay tuned.
Is it boys only?
No, it is not boys
absolutely
only.
not. Absolutely
We ain't
not.
trying to hang out with y'all anyway.
It is not boys only.
Absolutely not.
Sort
I'm
of.
hoping my nieces can watch the kids so I can take the wife with us. If the kids
That'll
don't
be
have
fun.
They're not
Yeah.
listening. They're not listening, man. So you need to call them.
Oh,
you would think they'd be listening, but they don't listen to this.
Listen, man, I talk to them. I talk to them quite often, man. Thanks to text, I talk to them quite often. I'm encouraging Bree often because she's in school doing really good things. And your kids are kicking. All your kids are kicking ass, man. All of them.
So knock on wood, Bree is in grad school getting her master's right now. And Kay,
something we tried to get her to do 15 years ago.
Right. Kay
kids just don't listen, man.
Don't do that.
Kay,
they do it when they ready.
Kay just signed up and she's gonna get a real estate license.
Wow, good.
Yeah, she's gonna get a real estate license because she's already a what's the person that helps book apartments and stuff like that? What's that term? I'm drawing a blank right now for whatever reason. She's a leasing agent. She's a leasing agent by trade. That was her major in college. Was real estate and so yeah, she's getting that real estate license, which I've begged her to do for the last 3 years since she's been out of college.
Uncle Mike, we're paying attention to you, man. We're paying attention. Sorry,
what
Tree.
happened?
I just wanted to do that real quick.
We
All
promised,
shirts. Uncle Mike's concerned about the t-shirts and the sizes.
but I didn't get to put his thing. Can we salute him? No.
Shout out Uncle Mike. Yes, I would love to salute Uncle Mike.
Now or next time. Okay, here we go.
Thank you, Arlie, for being in the chat.
All right, all size t-shirts, Ninja. We'll see about that. And then Arlie said,
"Yep,
there we go. Order. Can we?
We promise to have all size shirts. We do. We don't want to. That's been a topic of discussion, and that's one of the reasons why it's taking so long because we want to make sure that there's double, triple, four, cinco. You know.
Wait. Stop. Don't commit to something you can't.
Well, it's going to cost more money for bigger sizes, but yeah, if there's something that he wants, we'll be able to get it whatever size he wants.
Don't do that.
Okay, you do understand that Uncle Mike is a big guy,
and we honor you.
Like a 3-4X is like double the price. You do know that, right? I'm just saying, don't commit to this stuff until we reviewed our notes. Is all I'm saying.
You're right. You're right.
I don't even like
no disrespect to Uncle Mike.
If I say something, he might keep a receipt and turn around and sue me. You're right. You're right. Yeah, hopefully we'll have your size for big folks, Uncle Mike.
We will unequivocally have your size. Next story. RC, I've said it for years. Hall of Fame players and coaches should all get a vote.
I also feel
Hall of Fame players and coaches.
I also feel that if you aren't voted first ballot, that you should be in some other hall of good.
No.
Why?
No.
Why?
Then they're going to start creating other halls.
Oh, hold on.
Halls of sort of good. Halls of second place, but should have been first.
And
that's the pacifying of this country.
And they should.
Everyone gets an award.
Right. Agreed. They shouldn't have a limit on how many people they can put in as well. Whenever you're eligible, whoever's eligible are on the list. That could be 30 people. If 10 of them get elected first ballot, that's it. The other 20, they don't get in. They go in another hall.
That makes for a terrible program.
That pacifying
to have 30 people out there. That it's gonna take for them to get inducted all in the same ceremony. It's gonna take 2 days.
No, I'm saying 30 because that might be the number that's eligible. But yeah, it might only come down to 2 of them getting elected. That's the Hall of Famers. Everybody else go to some other thing. Right.
From
There's
Ron
players-
with an H. Oh, sorry.
There's players that are not superstars that deserve to be in the NFL's Hall of Fame, sir. There's players that are not. There's players that didn't have 2,000-yard seasons. If you're a 2,000-yard back, you get in the Hall. But if you didn't have a 2,000-yard season, you don't.
Saying that. That's stats.
Yeah.
You throwing out stats.
Go ahead, Tree.
Stop that.
Go ahead.
That's
Well,
the problem.
A little direction from you all, real quick. It's 9:06. I just want to make sure.
I can go till 15. Let's hurry.
Okay.
Let's run through them.
Let's hurry, real quick, Ryan. What is this?
This bothers me when people put these things right here together because it's
That's not
insinuating
true.
too much.
It's
Right. Right. It's AI, and it really bothers me when I see these things.
They
and
do look like brothers, though.
I think us as
But that pose is not giving brothers.
I think
You
us
and Ryan
as
got
brothers
pictures
and
like that?
sisters should not do this to each other. That's all.
Yeah, I don't.
Why do you?
That's all. I don't like that.
Shit. I don't like that either. Even though they do look like brothers.
And a lot of people are posting it.
Hey,
They shouldn't
Doug,
do that.
we just posted it, just so you know.
Oh, thank you, Ron. Look at Ron. Look at Ron.
Read it. Go ahead, read it.
Hey,
Hey,
Doug.
Doug. Oh,
Go ahead, Tree.
hey, Doug. How can you speak of Lamar Jackson's stats but disregard other folks' stats?
He uses people's stats for convenience.
That's not what
He
I
uses
said.
for convenience.
That's not what I said. Go ahead.
That's what you do, though. No, it's not what you said. It's what you do.
No,
you use
that's not what I
stats for
said.
convenience to support the people you want to support. Everybody old and black use their stats. But for somebody you don't like, Bo don't need no stats.
Once again,
Bo old and black, but he don't need no stats.
Once again, you're gaslighting right now. That's a lie. Go ahead, Tree.
That was St. Louis Ron.
Go ahead, Tree.
I didn't get that. That was Ron's message. Not me.
He misunderstood or misread just like you. Okay.
Okay, from T Nice 112.
Thank you, T.
Like, share, subscribe, and tell a friend to like, share, and subscribe.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, happy
that's
stew
important.
anniversary.
That's important.
Thank you.
Do that.
T-Nice.
Thank you, T Nice. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Thank y'all so much. We appreciate y'all, man.
You're far too kind. You're far too kind.
The commercial. See, they must not have been that good. We didn't talk about none of them. The love hate commercials are funded by the ADL group, aka the Pimp Hand Crew, aka the Clears. I'm not saying that word.
I'm fine with the love hate commercials. I'm not sure. I hadn't fact checked who is behind the love hate commercials, but I'm not down with Snoop.
I couldn't get into that one.
Yep,
I like the Pringles commercial with the mustaches.
I like the. Are you gonna go see Jurassic World, Doug?
No. And I like the Jurassic Park movies when they first came out, but
I'm going.
That's nothing I'm going to pay money to go see. I'm sorry.
I like the Kanye West commercial. It was
brilliant. We forgot to talk about that.
It was brilliant.
Talk about Kanye's commercial. Go ahead.
Okay,
man.
so why was it brilliant?
Thank you, Dredd.
What?
It was brilliant
didn't do
because it
that,
was
Nani.
memorable. And that's what you want your commercial to be. You want it to be memorable. You want people to go on your website.
Was it
and
Yeezy.com?
Yeezy,
Yeah.
you can't forget it. You can't forget it.
Yeezy.com, man.
Right.
$8 million.
Somebody
Right.
said
I can't believe they
every
let him
commercial
do it.
was $8 million.
Wow, he
They want
paid
that money.
to do
It's
it. Ain't
$8
no
million.
letting him do it.
The way he talks about
Ain't no let him do it. He paid it to
$8
have it
million.
done. He
but
got
they
the
don't-
funds to get it
but
done.
then
But
they
they-
want to
they-
disparage him when he
No,
says he's
no.
what's
Hold
that
on.
man's name? He called himself the man with the Nazi man
Hitler?
recently. He called himself that, but he
What up?
changed the name. And so I know that money rules everything. I just find it
Right.
interesting that they try to drag him under, but they'll take his money. That's
Right.
what I'm saying.
Absolutely. They don't have to
Yeah.
run that commercial.
That's
Exactly.
capitalism.
Even though he
says
had
you
the
do.
money. No,
Donald
he
Trump
don't.
is the president of the country. He's all about that bottom
Naughty.
line, that dollar.
Naughty. You don't think that they could replace his $8 million with somebody else's commercial with $8 million?
He might have
I
gave him
agree.
10.
It's interesting.
Naughty.
They can't
These
drag
people-
him
these-
then.
these
Don't
people-
be coming
you-
with
you-
that
you ever-
anti-Semitic shit.
You ever heard of the cutting room floor? Like they just cutting the
But
take
but
his money.
Doug,
Take his money.
it's $8 million. That's a different cutting room floor situation.
That's a different
Right,
cutting
Right.
room.
For 30
Right.
seconds.
For
Do
30
you, not,
seconds.
do you not think there was another 10, 20, 30 companies with $8 million behind them that just didn't make the cut?
I think for everybody that was willing to spend $8 million, they would have found a spot. Everybody.
Right.
That's what I think.
Okay.
I think they create
Right.
more inventory to sell 30-second spots for $8 million. And they're not denying anybody for $8 million.
No, I agree with that.
And
I
it was on
agree with
Fox.
that.
agree
I
with
just
that.
take
think y'all- I
issue
think
with
y'all
them
missing my
then
point.
trying to take this man under, and they like to run that narrative that he's an anti-Semite, but they'll take the anti-Semites' money.
Right.
But
exactly.
wasn't the Super Bowl on Fox? That's Rupert
Yes.
Murdoch, who was also at the Super
But
Bowl
those
last
people,
night.
those people are all okay. I'm not gonna do it today. I think they're all one big happy family.
All right,
They are.
let's run through these, please.
All right,
please.
so
We can talk about that. That's a whole nother show. That's a pop-up show.
even from RC, even Kelsey says something about being honored that 45-47 is supporting his team, and y'all lost.
That was prior to the Super Bowl. Kelsey was very open about being happy that the president was going to be there.
From Loose Neck, right on side, talking about Drake's ex-girlfriend. Oh, I'm sorry, he's not talking about Drake's ex-girlfriend. He's talking about Kendrick. Looking right into the camera and said, "Drake, I heard you like him young."
And what about the A, the big diamond bezeled A on his chest? A minor. I mean, the symbolism was everywhere.
But Serena was Drake's ex-girlfriend.
Yes,
Y'all
no
know
question.
that, right?
I didn't know
Yes.
that until today.
Yes.
Yes.
They did.
From Jungle Brother, you know Tree gonna protect her boo with receipts.
No question. You're right.
I'm
Jungle
protecting
Brother,
the
and I'm glad y'all
integrity,
know.
the
And
integrity of this
that's why-
show.
Tree,
That's why I
don't-
need y'all to. That's
don't-
why I need y'all to vote for
Tree,
me to win, so we
Tree.
can beat the man.
Tree, listen to me. We don't
So-
dignify.
so
we
we can
don't
fight the
dignify
system.
nonsense. We don't dignify nonsense. Keep
So
going.
we can fight the system.
going.
We gotta stick together, y'all.
Keep going.
I'm fighting against the referees.
Yo,
Doug and
gaslighting
Tree.
ass. Yo, gaslighting ass. Go
We
ahead,
even
Tree.
got Naughty pulling up stuff on me now, and doctoring it up.
From Earl McDowell Jr., history is best qualified to reward our research. Hashtag receipts. We're going to come up with
Thank
another
you.
t-shirt
Thank you, Earl McDowell.
about receipts.
Thank you, Brother
And
McDowell.
Ryan. Ain't that y'all's person?
Yeah,
Um,
that's our historian. That's the Stew's official historian.
From Julius 35C, he's referring to the space, the lunch and learn that y'all need to be attending at 12 p.m. right here on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. That's
Tell
right,
somebody.
Doug.
If you listen seriously now, if you're somebody that's going to be responsible for the final expenses of like your parents, and you know it's you, it ain't nobody else. You don't have no
Right.
brothers and sisters, or
Don't-
you got brothers and sisters, but you know they lazy and they
Don't-
shiftless
don't-
and they're not going to throw in no money,
That's
and
right.
it's going to be on you to put your people in the ground.
Do it
You
That's
need
correct.
to listen to this episode today of Lunch and Learn with Doug Stewart, 12
Hey.
noon today, right here.
Let's not act like you're not gonna have to make that payment.
Don't
Let's not act like that.
Which
Just
is
don't
what
act like
Julius is saying.
Yep.
He's
Yep.
he's shouting out, Doug, tell them people they don't need to GoFundMe when a loved one passes.
And here's the big thing: life insurance is not as expensive as you think.
I
depending
pay
on your age,
hardly
you-
nothing. I got it
Unless you
on
put something on
my
it. If you put
kids.
something on it every month,
Yeah,
me.
y'all just come through at 12 noon today. Y'all will see what I'm talking about.
I mean, I'm very glad you're doing this, man. You're giving our
Meanwhile.
people a resource that they can use to assist themselves in the future.
Absolutely. And we're going to do more of these. We plan to do more of these in 2025.
Doug,
I
read
love
that.
I love that picture. Doug photos from the set of Law and Order Monks.
Dun, dun,
Whatever,
dun,
nigga.
dun, dun.
Whatever, ninja. Whatever,
No.
nigga. Whatever.
Damn. Crabs in the
Doug,
bucket.
are we
That's
going to
it.
be offering lunch and learns for other potential people?
Absolutely.
Like, what's happening
Absolutely.
with that?
So the idea really just came to us this past week. The whole idea about having a lunch and learn about life insurance. Do you own a business? All right, that you like to promote right here on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. All right, use as a promotional,
Promotional
video
tool as
for
a resource.
a promotional video for your company. How about doing your own lunch and learn right here on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network? Okay, just as I'm going to do it today at 12 noon. What about promoting your business and talking about and educating people about your product? You can do that right here on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. All right.
Two things.
Uh-huh. You're on mute, man. I don't know why you're on mute. All right,
I'm
you
not
back?
on mute. I'm not
Okay,
on
go
mute.
ahead. Go ahead.
Two things. One, if you need help with that, you can have someone co-host it with you to get it done. Now, I'm talking about you, Doug. I'm talking about you, the listener that may want to do what Doug is doing, a lunch and learn. And two, it's something that will run in
Perpetuity.
perpetuity. Thank you.
Right.
I said priority. It runs in perpetuity.
Right. Forever.
So the value of it will always be on the network because it will be in our files, in our archives.
Right.
So people will always be able to pull it up. You will have a link to send it to people to see. So
Right.
it's a great tool for people to use.
Yep.
A
Yep.
resource.
You can do it. You can actually text me if you're interested in doing your own lunch and learn right here on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. 678-216-4452. That's my direct business line. 678-216-4452. Just put lunch and learn or life insurance, whatever you want to talk about, and get in, and we have a longer discussion about. That's where you do it at.
Very good. I can
we got
make
14
something
more
out
to
of
get out
that.
of here.
We
All
got
right,
14
let's
more.
go.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Golly, let's go. Come on.
Julius 35C, I picked Doug's list because Ryan got number 4 incorrect. Coldplay was the headliner for that halftime show. Oh, Lord.
Yeah, I didn't even get until you were inaccurate about
You didn't.
the headliner.
Not Doug.
You didn't even know
Stop
nothing,
it.
man. Shut
Stop
up.
it.
I knew that. I
From
knew that.
Loose Neck, when Ryan professed his love for Caitlin Clark, he started losing his superpowers like kryptonite. That's why you're not winning anymore.
That's what happened when you deal with
Ain't got
white women
nothing to-
like that.
It ain't got nothing to do with Cece. She's
Doug
the salt
went
of the earth.
From RC, Doug wins, but I can't put MJ over Prince for best
It was a
Super Bowl
toss-up.
performance.
It was a toss-up. It was a
That's
toss-up.
true. That's true. That's why I had him at 5 on my list.
Oh, hell, here you go. I thought that wasn't your actual list.
It
Stop it.
wasn't. You switched it around.
Go ahead, Chew. Keep going.
From Courtney Williams. Damn it, Ryan. We are rooting for you. We are all rooting for you. Yes.
Thank you, Courtney. Thank you, Courtney.
You make it hard for people to root for you, though.
I'm fighting against the people. I'm fighting against the system, Courtney. Thank you.
From Sigma Dads. Ryan, don't even post your list, bro. Damn. Ooh.
Sigma Dad, he's always got a problem with me.
We're gonna have to take a longer look at this whole top 5 thing again, because you're right back. You're right back in the same pit that you were before you canceled the whole thing.
No, we're gonna stick this out. F that. From Earl McDowell Jr. Thank you so much. Make it do what it do, Stews. We appreciate you so much.
That man there got a lot. He got like a whole hard drive of Stu's classic moments from the last 25 years.
Well, we should keep that for the book.
I got a lot of them, though. I got a lot of them that we can play on the show as, little intros and stuff like that.
Thank you, Mr. International. You're the man, Mr. International.
Thank you so much.
Is this another $20?
Yes.
Mr. International, thank you.
We appreciate you.
Is this the brother that donated all that money before Christmas?
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. International.
He's Santa Claus up in this piece.
He's Santa Claus.
He's Santa.
Thank
you.
I think I already did these. Not Mr. Rivers. Thank you, Derek Rivers. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Cuzzo.
That's family.
We'll end with this one from Naughty, because why not? Is Mike Vick Hall of Fame?
Based on the credentials and the qualifications I talked about earlier in the Bo Jackson conversation, this leads into a conversation about Mike Vick getting into. Can you tell a pro football NFL story without Mike Vick? Especially keeping in mind that he is the blueprint for today's dual threat quarterback.
Hey, real quick,
he changed the game.
Douglas, can I get you out of here for just a second?
Just for a second. Don't leave, Doug. Just step away for a second, Doug. Just step away for a quick second.
Don't leave, but just wait. Let me run
just for a second, Doug. Okay, 3P, do your thing, man.
Go for it.
We appreciate it, 3P.
And bless.
And I'm gonna talk about that. While we're waiting on 3P to do his thing. The Mike Vick thing really falls in line with, can you tell the NFL story without mentioning Mike Vick? And I don't think you can. The Mike Vick, yes, I know it was Randall Cunningham first. And I know then Donovan McNabb. But Mike Vick is why there's a Jaden Daniels and a Patrick Mahomes and Lamar. It's because of Mike Vick.
Not 3P taking over this show, and I can't even. I mean, does he take slow to donate too? Because I need Doug
he's
back.
Probably moving at the pace he talks.
So we can end. There we go. There we go.
Oh, look at that. Thank you, 3P. Thank you, 3P. Welcome back, Doug. Welcome back. We had to get their money, man.
What did I miss, man? Why'd y'all
Three
kick me
P-
out?
3P is giving significant donations only when you're gone.
Man,
So when
3P
you were
ass.
gone just now, he gave money.
3P can laguck some goo.
What's that mean?
Look that up. You made that phrase popular. How many more we got? Y'all kicked
One
me
more.
out to take 3P. How much was it?
get some money.
$2?
$10.
Oh, $10. I'll step out
$10.
anytime you want 3P. Let's get back on our right sides too. All right, all the chat going? All right, today
Yes,
at noon.
done.
Won't be long, very informal, formal, you know.
y'all.
Talk about life
This has been
insurance.
great today. This has been great today.
Am I working at 12 o'clock, or do you need me there? I mean, I'm asking. I can be there.
If you can, just get the show started, and I'll lock up after.
Okay, thank you.
crying real tears. Y'all are hilarious. A+ to everybody in the chat room. Thank y'all so very much, especially the super chatters, but everybody else also. Thank y'all very much for being here. You guys are why we do what we do. That's why the
Yes.
bulk of the show is at the end, where we're making sure we read some personal chat and super chat. So thank y'all very much.
I mean, the chat was fantastic. You can do us a bigger favor by hitting share.
Right,
Okay,
please.
share
Please.
the episode. Hit share, and we'd appreciate it if you hit share. Thank you.
Big things popping, and we're going to make sure these things pop for our network, which are you guys. We have a family here. We're doing something here, and we're going to start doing things. This live at noon thing is for you guys. This network is about you guys. Thank you, Tree, A+. Thank you, Dread, A+. Even though Dread put together some scathing receipts today that set your boy back. I mean,
You're a gaslighter.
I'll talk to him offline about that.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
because
what you do.
I'll talk to him offline because there's sides to this thing. I need y'all to vote. I need y'all to make sure you vote.
Man,
Okay?
nobody's
We
gonna
gotta
vote for
fight
you.
powers that be.
I'm predicting this is going to be the biggest landslide win I've ever had in this top 5 thing. I'm predicting it right now. I'm saying 70 to 30%.
Tree, you
You
get
got
the A+.
You got Michael Jackson at 5.
Mark
No, I did not have him at
22752.
She flipped my list. 5 should be 1 and 1 should be 5.
But here's
2
the
should be 4,
receipt.
4 should be 2.
Here's the receipt, man.
She flipped
This
it.
is your text.
Renumbered it and everything.
Honorable mentions and whatnot. That we got to talk about that as well. You got to stop going rogue, man.
Oh, you
keep
should see
going
my
rogue.
reply. You should see my reply to this email. We not doing no damn honorable mentions.
I'll never, ever show your reply as a receipt. That's
You keep-
personal
you
between
keep-
me and you.
You keep going rogue. You keep
No one
going
goes more
rogue,
rogue than you.
Lion Ryan.
Listen, it's
New
gonna be the first shirt I
t-shirts.
buy. It's gonna be the first shirt I buy. I'm telling you.
And look, and you know what? The picture, the still picture she caught is perfect because it looked like your ass lying right there. It looked like your ass is lying in this picture.
That's a good one. That's a good one. God is good all the time, and all the time God is good. If you don't know him, you need to find him and show him love. That's all he's showing you, nothing but love. Don't forget about the No Show at 7 o'clock on Wednesday. Don't forget about In the Huddle with Joe Ham on Wednesday at 9 o'clock. And don't forget about Thursday morning, your boys, the 2 live stews. Big things popping, y'all.
12 noon today. Come through if you can.
Peace.